crunchy flakes. Rock and roll sushi for lunch or dinner. rockandrollsushi.com.
Now with 6 locations in Arkansas.
Roger Scott for Gravely Moore is working hard once again, making sure my lawn is lush, weed-free, and beautiful. And by working hard, I mean, of course, I'm watching Bradley Owens mow it for me. Bradley, tell the good folks hello.
Hey, everybody, how's it
Stop
going?
right there, Bradley. I don't want you to stop what you're doing. What he didn't tell you is that you can take your very own Gravely Moore home today at 0% interest over 48 months. That's right, 0% interest on both residential and commercial mowers. Now, Bradley, tell them where they can go to get their very own Gravely Moore.
Well, you go
That's enough, my friend. I'll finish it for you at Triple C Sales and Service in Conway or Lawn and Power in Star City.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa, and guess what time it is? Yep, it's Mother's Day, and we have got the spa packages for that woman in your life, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your girlfriend, and our packages are starting at $99 this year. Yep, that's $99 for an entire spa package. Call us at 501-954-8888 or just get your gift card online, avabelladayspa.com. Happy Mother's Day.
Hear that? It's the gentle sound of a waterfall on your hike. And if you were here, you'd take a deep breath of fresh air if you weren't so winded. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. And the bugs you wipe from your headlights are all the nature you need. So if you ride, see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Get an online quote in as little as 3 minutes. All from the great indoors. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Are you an oblivious person hogging the sidewalk like a large dying snail? Do people stuck behind you ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have tons of quality beds at every price. So anyone, even people like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Connor has cash. Once again, Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Once again, Connor has cash and he wants to buy your used weapons at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, Highway 65 North in Conway.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For a free insurance review, see Shelter agent Jeff Hodge or Jay Helm in Little Rock or Bo Beavis in Cabot.
Let's talk game. Practices recently wrapped up with the annual spring game, and the team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best, and there's no better time to get started than right now, this spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, get your results back in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice a little weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. feel so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots, his stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike. Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be within rappers. Hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and get 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in.
Hello, welcome into the zone on a wonderful Wednesday. It's a great hump day. Joe Kleine is here.
Hey, you can turn me down just a little bit.
You couldn't do that before we started the show?
Thank you.
Oh, gosh. What are we doing here?
Yo. Oh, I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah, there's a level of professionalism we try to maintain in the zone. This is not
I'm
the
telling
Morning
you,
Mayhem
look at
show.
our guy.
Yeah,
Pocket square, tie on.
Yeah.
Where's your tie?
Hey, trick of the trade.
In my closet where it belongs.
It's a rundown from the morning show.
That's
the way it looks crisp all the time.
That's your pocket square?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Pat Bradley's rolling over in his grave right now.
Yeah. Oh, is he a big pocket square guy?
He has a beach towel in there.
Would you have known if I didn't show you that?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Pat's very much alive,
That's why it's always crisp. Always crisp.
That was fun. We just got a visit. It's National Coke Day, and one of our longtime listeners, Jason, his wife, is one of the big dogs over at Coke, and he's like, hey, you want to try some of these new Cokes? I heard you guys talking about them. So they're Dr. Pepper, Coke, whatever. There's a new Sprite that's lemon lime or cherry lime? Cherry lime.
Yeah, it is Sprite Chill.
And?
That's what they're calling it. It's a
Sprite
hint
Zero?
of cherry lime.
Is that Sprite Zero? I saw Sprite
No,
Zero.
There is a zero version of the chill.
Yeah.
This is zero sugar Dr. Pepper creamy coconut. You want to take the first sip?
Creamy coconut?
Yeah, you want to try it? It's zero sugar, Joe. It's good for you. It's almost like a health drink.
I want to try the zero sugar Sprite one.
Oh, that's good.
You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm not a big coconut fan. I'm
Oh,
really
I love
not.
it.
I'm not either. You'll like that.
Really?
I love coconut.
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway.
That's good.
Okay. Maybe a
Sprite's
little,
pretty good.
little, a little something in there. Be good to go.
I already said, if I can't wait to get this home, put rum in it. It's going to be
Okay.
great.
I'm just
Oh, my God.
And let me tell you what. The first thing that came to my mind.
That was it?
was
All
like,
these years.
I was like, I'm going to Florida this summer, and I think this is coming with me.
It's coming with you.
All these years, they've been talking about the 23 flavors. Turns out they needed 24 all this time. God. That coconut's fire in
It's
there.
got a little
wait.
Malibu rum.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's got that Malibu. Have you ever had a little Coke and Malibu rum?
A few times.
You put a little Captain Morgan
Sorry,
here.
sorry, that was a really dumb question.
Just a few times. Yeah.
It's got
good
that.
stuff.
It's got that taste.
Okay. All right.
Put some Captain Morgan there. It'd be perfect.
Ooh, what about in the Sprite? Little Tito's?
Yeah, that'd be a good vodka drink for sure.
Man.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure. I can imagine cherry lime in a Sprite. It's got to be amazing.
Our boy back here,
He cleaned up.
he hoarded it.
He took all the cases.
I just took him out of there.
We get so much.
It's like, yeah, let me get this out of y'all's way. I'll be right back. I'm going to the parking lot.
We get so much stuff in here that Christian could not give one crap about. He's just like, hey, I finally got something I like. Give me some Sprite, baby. All right, we got a few things to get to today. I'm actually really excited. This is going to be kind of a rando show. We got a few things to talk about. We're going to get into Patrick Beverley, talk about the games last night. Patrick Beverley's got the mea culpa going already.
Mea culpa?
Mea culpa, which is basically an apology, like, hey, my bad. Sorry, dude.
Where's that come from?
Latin. That's Latin for my bad.
Really?
Yeah, that's not exactly what it means. But that's generally what it means. As we mentioned, it's National Coke Day. Christian, questions of the day yesterday was, what was our question of the day yesterday? Remind me, it was a good one. Oh, is it who would you like to see roasted next in the world of sports?
Yeah, we had a lot of feedback on that.
Rasheed Rice might be up there now. Joe, tell your guy to get his act together.
Hello.
Yeah.
McFly.
Is that what he's got going on?
He punched a photographer this week in a bar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in big trouble.
That's where, like, if you're the
starting to add up.
Chiefs, if you're the Chiefs, you're like, dude, we're gonna see you tomorrow. You're coming up here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little.
You think it's time?
Well, after the car thing, I mean, it's just
we're
like, dude.
gonna have a little talk.
You got to move
They
on.
were saying he would get suspended for half a year for just the car thing.
Yeah, no, he won't see the field next year.
It's amazing. It's just like in Bull Durham when he says, when you make the show, you can let the fungus grow back on your shower shoes and the press will think you're colorful. Here's the deal. If you're Randy Moss, you can get away with crap like that. But you're not Randy Moss, buddy. Get your act together.
Yeah.
You're in the very beginning stages of your career. You need to play everything very much down the line. You cannot afford to screw up. And now you got back-to-backs, allegedly.
Obviously, the talk you got to have with him is like, dude, I don't know who's around you, but there's some people around you that are killing you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're not, for all the creamy coconut zero sugar that you're drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
They're not picking up the tab. You're picking up the tab.
Oh no.
And
I agree. I've seen it. You see it all the time.
Oh, I saw it.
A few more Dr. Peppers and a few less times out with your idiot friends.
I think you're good to go.
You surround yourself with good people, generally good things happen.
Well, you might be able to, carve out a little 10-year career and make you some money that could carry you for a while.
Coach Fitzhill said it best. He said, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future."
That's really good.
You like that?
He's a very profound man.
He is. Words matter.
Words do matter. Joe, you know what would go great with this? A Diablo sandwich.
And a Dr. Pepper to go and make it fast, because I'm...
And I got... Hurry. Hush puppies, Daddy. We ain't got time for that crap. Anyway.
Where you going?
Christian, back to question of the day. Sorry,
Where you going, Sheriff? Jason a maniac.
Our question of the day was, who would you like to see roasted? We got a lot of feedback on that. Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley, Travis Kelce from Rebecca, of course, Draymond Green, Michael Jordan again.
Michael, I wouldn't. That doesn't appeal to me.
No.
I didn't think
Charles
Brady would.
appeals to me because
roasting Charles.
Yeah, he said so many dumb things. He says them like I'm sure you can go nightly. He has current quotes.
Yeah. You can make millions of dollars though if you did a roast for Barkley and tried to raise money for a charity. You'd make so much money.
Yeah.
What was the money spent on this one?
We don't know. We think Brady pocketed I was told. I read
like
30 million. But that can't be right, can it? I mean, otherwise, what's his motivation?
They did a Netflix special, so they got the money for
why
it.
else? Why else would he do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why else would he subject himself to that?
Would you go up there and get killed for anything less than a chunk of money?
No.
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 Even for a charity, like strictly for charity?
No.
Just like I do enough for charity. I'm not going to sit up there and get murdered.
I got roasted for charity here, but
that's a different ballgame.
You didn't have
a local roast is not.
No,
they're not bringing in professionals.
Yeah. No, Nikki Glazer would kill you.
Yeah, we talked about the names. Charles would be fun and cool, but we kind of went down the path of who people would actually want to see sit up there and see if they can take it, like Tiger Woods, stuff like that. But obviously, I don't think they would ever do it. But it'd be interesting to watch.
Tiger's a billionaire, so like Mike, he doesn't have to.
Like I said, I was Brady's got a little chunk of change too.
He used to. I mean, that crypto misstep might have cost him a little bit, plus a divorce. I mean, $30 million probably is not a drop in the bucket.
I don't think he lost anything in the divorce. She made more money than he did.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, he probably got a little bit. Good for him.
He's got alimony coming. So Christian, okay. So what's our deal today? What are we doing?
Do you donate to Arkansas NIL? Yes or no?
The reason this is coming up is John Tyson, and it's funny because I couldn't have picked John Tyson out of a lineup before 2 weeks ago. And John Tyson sat down with Bo Mattingly, and they were discussing the NIL. Now, you saw him do this at the press conference. They're like, we got this, and thank you to this guy, and thank you to this guy. Appreciate John Tyson. Thank you, Warren Stevens. Thank you, all the big money. Oh, hey, listen, everybody, we need you all to give money now. Come on now. These guys aren't going to cover everything. Okay. I saw him working already.
Saw that.
And so now Tyson's over here trying to walk it back, too, and I don't blame him. He's like, I don't want to write this check forever. I'd like some other people to help out. I'd like $100 from Joe Bob and Mechanicsville.
It adds up.
Whatever.
Everybody out there, we need NIL money, okay? Let's go. Let's get this on the record. I didn't write a big check for NIL. That's a miss. But I did help, like a lot of families come in. You put money into the foundation.
Well, as Lieutenant Colonel Frank R. Slade would have said in Son of a Woman, this is such a crock of blank. We know he wrote a big check, but they can both be true. He still needs money from other folks. That $5 million is not going to carry the day forever because there are other big money people at other schools, and Arkansas, to stay on the front edge of this thing, they are going to need some donations. You remember how this all went down? They were like, hey, we need like 5,000 people to give whatever, $100 or $500 or whatever it was, or 1,000. It's like, okay, fine. And now it's like, oh, these guys wrote this big check, and then all the people are like, well, okay, we're cool then? They're like, no, we still need all your money too.
Yeah. I would donate. I don't. I'll be honest. It is what it is. And I'm a former Razorback. I know maybe people will be like, what? But I would donate if I could decide where my dollar goes and like what specific position.
You can. Oh, you can. You want to only go to tight ends?
I want to pick one player that said, I will support this guy. I get that. Because there's some guys, no. If my money's going towards like a KJ Jefferson who's laughing after getting blown, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind.
Is this like that deal where it's like, hey, $3 a day can feed this young man for
yes. Yeah. And like what Joe, when you told me how much they're paying this new guy, I'm just like, whew. It blows my mind that
on the record or off the record?
Rumored.
The new what?
It's just the new quarterback.
Okay, Green we're talking about?
Yeah, and it rumored, but if that's anywhere in the ballpark.
How much Green is Green getting?
It's up there. But let's just say if
6 figures? 7 figures?
It's up there.
7 figures?
That's what
I don't know, man.
Rumors. All right.
Tell me what the rumors say.
I hate speculating without knowing all the facts.
It's radio. We can do whatever we want.
It's at least what KJ got, at least.
Okay. Let's hope he's got a little.
So we're in the 700 to 800 to 900,000. That blows my mind. And depending on how much money the football team has, let's just say they have $10 million in NIL to spread around. I don't think that one position is worth 10%. That one position is worth 10% depending on who the guy is.
When you were in school, how excited would you have been just to get a case of creamy coconut Dr. Pepper?
Oh, my gosh. I would have lost my mind.
Think how far we've come.
Somebody picks up my thing, gets me a burger. I'm like, don't tell nobody.
Now these guys are at the point where they can buy like 10,000 shares of Coke products.
I had a Wendy's hookup.
Oh, yeah?
Talk to me.
I had a bar.
I thought I was.
Yeah, right.
I thought I was the most dirty, illegal human being on the face of the
What kind of hookup were you getting?
I could go eat there anytime I wanted for free.
We roll.
All the basketball players or just you?
I can't divulge my sources.
I think we're past the statute of limitations.
Just in case.
It was the whole team.
Okay, that's cool. That's good.
I would say but yeah,
Should be part of
nowadays
the training table anyway.
Nowadays, night and day. I was in Fayetteville this weekend, and we drove by the basketball complex, and it felt like there was an NBA team inside, just based off the parking lot. All the cars out there. I was just like,
oh, dude.
Wow.
Like what are we talking about?
Mercedes-Benz, like G-Wagons. You got, what did I see? S-Classes, BMW. I mean, stuff that those kids shouldn't be having unless it's this NIL money. But
how do you know it was in the coaches' cars?
I could just tell, the size of the rims. I don't want to stereotype. You know what I mean? But
you don't think Cal's got 22s on his Mercedes?
No, I don't think he's rolling like that.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just different. I don't hate it because shoot, if I was playing, you think I would be complaining about getting some NIL money?
I don't think you'd be spending on a Mercedes Benz. I think your mom would be like, DJ,
Miss Judy.
We're gonna sock a little bit of this away.
Nah, Miss Judy's my.
That's your advisor.
Yeah, Miss Judy. She would make sure I don't blow it and be broke one day.
I mean, look, my buddies when we were in school, and again, we've had these conversations a million times, so it's too redundant, but they're just like, dude, again, it was truly like, I just want to be able to take my girl out for a decent meal. Like, I'm not trying to go to McDonald's every time. Maybe something a hair above Applebee's. Is that wrong? No. I would like to take my girl out for a movie. There's nothing wrong with that.
Get popcorn.
I'd like to go out and have a few drinks with the boys. I got no money. I know how it was. I was broke when I was in college.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I worked some.
Yeah.
But I had to pay for my college.
Does it not feel good to say, hey, this round's on me?
Oh, that's a good feeling.
Feels good.
It's my favorite thing now.
Yeah.
Still.
Then you see it and realize, dang it, where'd this liquor tax come from?
Yeah,
God. It's the real deal.
Christian, what are we doing? What am I missing here? We good? I'm getting so sidetracked with these
guys.
guys.
With Sacramento Kings, we'd all be in the hotel bar drinking, and I remember a couple of times it was my turn to buy around, it's beer. I remember a couple of times Willis Reed. Remember Willis Reed? He was a coach. He'd come down there and I'd go, "Hey, Willis, what you want?" He goes, "I'll have a double VO on the rocks with a VO chaser."
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds expensive.
That's whiskey.
Yeah.
VO Seagram's. I think it's Seagram's.
Mm-hmm.
I never had it.
But it was
it's
a lot more than
your beers.
Yeah, the
beers were $2 a piece then.
Made you start paying attention. You ever play a game where we'd always go out as a position group. There's about 6 of us, and we'd all put a card in a hat.
Credit card roulette. Credit card roulette.
Yeah.
You want to hear a crazy story?
We'd always play the last one left, not the first one drawn, but the last card left. So it's just it's
more drama.
Oh man.
Let me tell you a story. We were at the Sugar Bowl that you played in.
Yeah.
And we were out, David, it was Basil and I and a big group of people. We had there's 10 of us out.
Ooh, that's a big tab.
We didn't play together.
Oh.
So we were all hanging out together. I bought all the drinks and David bought all the food, or
Okay.
vice versa, one of the two. But anyway, that was fine. There was a group of Ohio State fans in the other room, and they had like 16. They had like 8 couples of people. So they asked me to come back and draw the cards out for them. They got a little fish bowl from the people at the place. It was at Redfish Grill on Bourbon.
Okay.
So we're going. It's hey, it's all funny until it starts. You get puckered a little bit.
About like 5 and below.
This is a true story. Got down to 3 people.
Woo!
A couple and another guy. Pull the next card. The couple is left in there. The 2 people that are married got. And dude, I'm telling you, the look that came over their face, it was. I swear to God, like it looked like they were like. I mean, it had to be $1,000 tab. Easy.
It's fun.
Easy.
We had a guy.
Probably $1,500.
We had
probably more than that.
We had a free agent on ours, and they don't get their signing bonus and stuff. And he came down to final 2. Never seen a guy sweat that much because it would have hit him pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's fun times. I don't play anymore though.
No, it's not a good game to play.
It's not fun anymore.
No. My friends are good. Like there's a natural flow to that, But I mean, everybody's got that one friend, right? It's always like, what's going on now? Oh, someone's paying the tab. Oh, thank you so much. I'm like, you can pick up 1 tab this year. That'd be cool. Just 1 tab.
I got a friend like that.
Yeah, I think everybody's got a friend like
Everybody
that.
does.
But you also got the friend that always wants to get the tab.
I got a friend that wants to always go out to eat, and he gets down there and he says, I'm not that hungry. I'll just eat the rolls that come on the table.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Plays that game.
Oh, stop.
Until somebody says, I got it. He's like, oh, okay. What's that filet look like?
Oh, man. That guy doesn't get any bites anymore. Anyway.
I was going to say, he's a friend.
He's a friend.
So the question is, are you giving
him?
Here's the thing. I wish, Christian, I bet we have this clip in the system somewhere, but I wouldn't even know where to begin to look it up. But this guy was talking about college, right? And it's like, I get calls too. Like Iowa State's call me. Hey, would you like the alumni? And the guy, this comedian's so right. It's so true. It's like, look, I paid you for 4+ years to go to school. And you gave me, in exchange for that, an education and a degree. End of transaction.
Yeah.
There is no more like, I just give you money for fun.
That's what all this is.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't make that much money. Like, I'm not trying to give you cash. The transaction has ended. You don't go out to dinner and then just show up at the restaurant the next day and give them some more money for fun.
Well, is the sell this? You give us X amount of dollars and we give you a national championship? Is that what they're trying to say?
Well, I mean, now it is, but I'm saying generally, they just want
they can't compete. And
without
it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a little different for sports. I'm talking about the school will call you and go, hey, would you like to give some money to your alma mater? No, I would not. I gave them all the money I would like to give them. Thank you.
Fair.
And it took me a long time and a lot of interest to pay it off.
They'll give you a little coaster and a coffee mug.
Don't want it. I will buy it. And guess what? It's cheaper than a donation
you
to go buy
a
yourself.
little 50-year commemorative mug that comes in the mail?
0 craps given, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Thank you, Mark Emirates.
Mark Emmert, what do you do?
He's just a dumb you-know-what. No, he was the guy who, this is why we're in this mess, because he wanted to fight it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
10 years ago, he could have sat back and said, hey, look, we'll do something. But now there's antitrust, there's revenue sharing being talked about, and we haven't even got it. If you start, once this starts getting through, if the schools get involved, God help us if the government gets involved. But I mean,
it's coming.
If the school is behind paying the athletes, hello Title IX.
Which that came up. That
Title
did come
IX,
up.
I mean,
that made news.
Hey, he's
Title IX was making news for other reasons.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah, worried about bathrooms in Title IX around here.
That's what it was.
I'm an athlete. He's an athlete. You're paying him this, and you're paying me this.
And don't even get me started on the female athletes and what they're going to get.
But I mean, again, this is all stuff that they
they
made
dropped
their
them.
bed. Man.
Joe, you ever get mad that you and MJ practiced the same amount of time and he was making more money?
No, I got it.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, I understood too how it all worked.
We went back and looked. I don't know how long ago. We went back and looked at the salaries from that Bulls team. Michael was making the most ridiculous.
$36 million.
Yeah,
that's
back then.
Well, that's because the Bulls would not renegotiate. He was making like $3 million a year, and then the last 3 years of the last run that he made with them, he said, "All right,
good luck,"
because they wouldn't redo his deal, they wouldn't restructure his deal, and so he said, "All right." And he made his last 3 years, he made close to $35 to $40 million a year because he was like, "I'm getting back pay from you, dude."
Yeah, he should have.
College tuition clips on G.
Okay, well, look at that. Who's the wizard? Oh, it's John Mulaney. That's right. This is great. We'll play this and we'll hit the break. Coming up, Hagen Smith. I don't think he's paying for his own school right now.
No.
And he won't be paying for anything soon.
I think he's good.
He's also going to be making a ton of money pretty
He'll be
quick.
paying taxes. That's about it.
A whole bunch of those.
$120,000. And I have friends I went to college with, and they're like, "Oh, you should donate and be a good alumnus." And they wear shirts that say school. And it's like, look, if you're an adult still giving money to your college is a $120,000 hooker, and you are an idiot who fell in love with her. She's not gonna do anything else for you. It's done. In their letter, they were like, "Hey, it's been a while since you've given us money." I was like, "Hey, it's been a while since you've housed and taught me. I thought our transaction was over. I gave you $120,000, and you gave me like a weird cinder block room with a Reservoir Dogs poster on it, and the first real heartbreak of my life, and probably HPV, and then we called it a day. Probably."
Join Morning Mayhem Friday at Natural State Wholesale in Cabot, where they've just expanded and doubled in size, making it the ultimate warehouse wonderland. Visit them online at naturalstatewholesale.com.
This is SportsCenter.
An easy night for the number one seeds in the NBA. First in the Eastern Conference, it was the Boston Celtics knocking off the Cleveland Cavaliers 120-95. In game number one, Jaylen Brown starred 32 points and 6 rebounds. Derek White chipped in 25 points as well. And then in game number one between Dallas and Oklahoma City, it was the Thunder 117, the Mavericks 95. A great night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, finished with 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. Tonight, just one game in the National Basketball Association. It's game number 2 between the Pacers and the Knicks. The Knicks lead the series 1-0. The game's at 7 o'clock on TNT. The Knicks are a 4.5-point favorite. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Tap Time with Bryce Nall and Scott Parton, presented by New Province Brewing, returns this Thursday at 7. Tap Time is Little Rock's premier radio show for beer lovers by beer lovers. Tap Time Thursday from 7 till 8 on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Edwards Food Giant Studios.
Quality Outdoor Products in Alexander, your metal roofing superstore, has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or call Cal at 501-455-0240 about a new carport, metal building, or metal roofing supplies.
the king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater, for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Inflation is through the roof. Everything is expensive. But at Southern Structural Solutions, home repairs don't have to be. Get a free assessment for foundation repair, crawl space work, exterior drainage, basement waterproofing, and more. When it's time for home repairs, you only have one chance to hire the right company. So call or visit southernstructuralsolutions.com and use a local family-owned, faith-based company who believes every job is an audition for the next. Ask about Price Match, where there'll be any price on a similar repair by 5%. southernstructuralsolutions.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Pennington of Lions Drug. We have great news. Generic Cialis is now available at a huge savings. We have Tadalafil, the FDA-approved generic of Cialis, in a 20-milligram tablet at a savings of up to 80%. We have the 5-milligram daily tablets for less than $3 a pill. Lions Drug continues to be your go-to pharmacy for men's health. What are you waiting for? Call us today at 844-676-2247 or go to our website at lionsdrug.com.
The Zone is back. You know what's better than listening to Justin Acri and DJ Williams? Watching them on our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Now, let's get into the show.
I don't need a golden ticket to be part of the club, 'cause I'm already in it. Anywhere I land, I'll stick it. Maybe it's a dream, but for me, I live it. Keep my head high, gonna get mine. You ain't gonna hold me down, so don't try. Give me no mind, ain't gonna find. I'll be sneaking up on you in no time. Please, 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 underestimate me. Bet you think you got my number, so by all means judge me by my cover, 'cause it sure don't look like trouble. Bet against me and you're gonna lose double. Don't be surprised when you see I had these aces up my sleeve the whole time. Please, 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 underestimate me.
10:34, welcome back in the Zone. Trying to run down Hagen Smith. We'll talk to him in mere moments. Joe Kleine is here, and he is courtesy of Corky's Barbecue. I just got a note from a guy in the know who says, Mark Emmert spent $98 million of the NCAA money fighting NIL, lost in court, then turned around and opened up the floodgates, NIL and transfer portal. Then the NCAA Presidential Committee was going to extend his contract with the Rays until the public outcry was so great they couldn't. He retired after making a ton of money. His salary and the use of a private jet 24/7 was embarrassing. I want that gig. Him and Roger Goodell.
Racking it up.
Reap what you sow, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I will say, we were talking about giving. Yeah, NIL, not so much, but I do give to the Alumni Association.
Yeah.
I
Do you
like
feel
them.
an obligation?
I like the people who run it. I know them, so I know what they're doing with it.
Do you feel like you have a stake in the game if you give NIL money?
We said this. I'd be more likely to give to the NIL money if there was more transparency about how much each player makes.
Yeah.
Then I would.
It's a good
Well,
point.
and I think it would
Coaches'
help-
salaries are public record.
I think
Yeah.
it would help regulate it too, because I think these, and they're not all this way, but these agents that are preying on these kids and
Mhm.
getting to them and telling them to leave school because they can get them this and they can get them that, and that's part of the problem.
Yep.
I mean, because there's no transparency to the standpoint of, you can't, I can tell you the quarterback at Arkansas is making this, and you
Yep.
should be making that, and you should be making this, and I can get you this, and I can get you that. And then, I guarantee you there's a lot of really sad stories out there of guys, pulling up and getting out of town.
Yeah.
Thinking they got a big payday
Yeah.
coming. And
Well, I bet the players know. Teammates, you think 18-year-old kids are going to keep it a secret amongst each other? Bro, they pay me this much. What? I got to get my bag, too. Yeah, they're having the conversations.
Well, and, you see old boy pull up in a G-Wagon.
It's a different ball game.
Somebody sent me this off of our D3 Auto Sales text line. Michael Jordan, this is 98. He said this may not be accurate, but it's from some website called Fadeaway World. Michael, $33 million, $140,000. Tony Kukoc, $4.5 million. Is that Ron Harper? Ron Harper was making $4.5 million. He and Kukoc making the same.
Luke.
Dennis Rodman, $4.5 million.
What'd Luke make?
3.1. Luke Longley. Scotty, 2.7. There's an underpaid dude there.
Yep.
Bill Weddington, 1.8. I'm gonna get to you.
Yeah, I'm down there about 450.
Scotty Burrell, 1.4. Randy Brown, 1.2. Robert Parrish. I didn't know you played with Robert in Chicago.
That was the year before me.
You're both listed here. Maybe they were just paying his money out. Did he play after the Bulls?
He played in 97. He was on the team in 97.
Okay. This is the 98 salaries, it says.
Yeah, Parrish wasn't on.
He went on.
Well, unless there's money there.
That's what I'm saying, financial
deferred money.
Yeah. Jason, he made more money not playing, you're telling me, than you made playing?
Yep.
Now that's bull. No pun intended. Jason Caffey, forgot about him, $850. Steve Kerr, $750. Where was that in Steve's career?
That was
towards the end.
Okay.
He went to the Spurs after the Bulls, though, right?
No, before.
Oh, that was before? Okay.
Keith Booth, almost $600,000. Judd Bushler, the volleyball player, made $500,000.
Yep.
And Joe was lower than that. Anyway, you know what? A lot of guys would love to have been the lowest paid guy on that team.
I took less. I had options.
Where else could you have gone that wouldn't have won as many games?
Oh, I could have stayed with the New Jersey Nets. They wanted me. The Phoenix wanted me. I could have.
Why didn't you go to Phoenix? You like Phoenix.
No, I wanted to play. I wanted to have a chance to win a title.
Yeah.
So I could have made $1,900,000.
So you're a lot better ring chaser than Charles was, is what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
What was league minimum back then? You know,
probably what I was making.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's so much more than football. It's not even close.
There's a lot fewer guys.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's a roster? What's the full roster?
Back then it was 13. I think now it's 15.
Yeah.
Get it.
Last night, I feel bad. Luka looks awful. Luka's so not right.
He's also got put in the torture chamber, so that doesn't help him.
Ooh.
He can't compete. He's not healthy at all. It's not even close. He looks terrible.
I think Christian's saying that's not the case. He's just.
I watched him run up and down the floor. It's the case.
He's obviously hobbled, but he also has a great defender on him.
I think his hobbling is being
overblown.
Well, I think it's a combination. Old boy's up in him, and that leg starts hurting a little bit more.
But I watch him run up the floor just like transition. He looks terrible going back on defense.
I do think Luka is a little bit of a front runner. Whereas when things aren't going well, the body language isn't that great.
I agree totally.
And then Celtics did what they expect them to do. That's not going to be competitive. Patrick.
Uh-oh.
You think the Celtics-Cavs series is going to be competitive?
We need to chill out on that a little bit.
Ooh.
This is not going to be a competitive series, Joe. They're not going to play more than 5 games.
It's one game.
I know that, but it's a huge mismatch. That Orlando-Cleveland series was totally irrelevant, wasn't it?
I'm just saying.
Well, whoever won it was going to lose it.
I'm just saying that the Celtics have a tendency to
play down to the level of their competition.
Go away for a little bit.
I do think, despite the Celtics being really good, they are kind of bad at some of the small things like closing out on shooters and stuff like that.
And I think they'll get a better punch. I don't know that Cleveland can win the next game, but Game 3 in Cleveland is going to be a
difficult challenge.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you lose that game. I mean, these things are. I've been in these things. These things they turn on a dime, man. I mean, they can flip. I've had series won. I've had series lost. The next thing you know, you're losing it or you got a chance to win it. And so they are game. I mean, it's the old thing is it's game to game. So they got a cat named Donovan Mitchell.
It's pretty good.
Pretty salty.
Was it fair to say you're pretty much saying, now obviously they're two different teams, but somebody who doesn't know basketball, would they think that the Timberwolves are going to just dominate the Nuggets from here on out, or would we say things could change?
If Murray's going to be sitting in the stands throwing stuff on the court instead of playing,
What's wrong with him? What's he doing?
Again, I mean,
I can't believe he gets suspended.
You can sit here and go, would it be unbelievable if Denver won Game 3?
No.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden, again, this is how it flips. Now Minnesota's sitting there going into Game 4 going, we got to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it all
changes.
Where's Game 3?
Minnesota.
It's 2-2. You go 2. Yeah.
2-2,
So you
1-1.
lose that.
I mean, they won 2 in Denver.
Right.
Right.
It won't be unbelievable, but it would be surprising.
Well, I was on a team my first year in Phoenix. We won 2 in Houston, and a 7-game series and lost the series.
Yeah.
So it's.
But they didn't. I mean, my thing is with Murray not available. That's.
Yeah.
I don't give him much of a shot
because
of
available,
that.
But he is available.
Yeah.
But he didn't play the other night, right?
He played.
Yeah.
No,
How many minutes did he play the full game?
He got back in after he threw that thing.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
He was just resting on the bench.
He played. He was just terrible.
He did not get suspended.
No. He got fined $100,000.
If they weren't the defending champions, he'd have gotten suspended, I think.
If it wasn't the playoffs, he'd be suspended.
You throw something on the court in the midst of play, you should be suspended at least a game.
Well,
and if a fan did that, he would never be allowed in the arena the rest of the year. Maybe forever.
Well, no. Look back when Phoenix played San Antonio all those years ago, and they suspended those Phoenix players for stepping on the court.
Mm-hmm.
When,
I remember
David
that.
Stern had you cannot go on the court, and there was a fight, and like 3 guys on. One of them was Stoudemire, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stepped on the court, and somebody grabbed him, and they suspended him for taking a step out on
I remember that. Yeah. And it was a critical
it
game.
It was the absolute.
I think it was Game
most
6, and they couldn't
moronic.
play Game 7.
I thought it was Game 5.
That's
okay.
when that's when I was like, David Stern has got to go. I mean, he was Hitler. You know, he was like, he thought he was Hitler. I mean, from a ruling standpoint. I mean, he was like, you know, the dictator. You know,
Yeah.
Putin. I mean, he was
Putin.
like
Putin.
He was
Putin over there.
Putin's a little.
I don't
better.
compare him to Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take that back. I
Yeah.
mean, he
Yeah.
shouldn't. He but I mean,
But he was a
I'm trying to
dictator.
say he was a dictator.
Yeah, he wanted no input. I got you. He also did a lot of good things for the league.
No, he did.
But it
great
was maybe
things,
time to
but
make a transition.
But he got out of control.
Let's give a game ball to Rudy Gobert, who skipped the game the other night to go to the birth of his child, and they won by a significant margin without him, and he was also just named the Defensive Player of the Year for the 4th time. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good week so far for him. He might be my champ this week. Did you see the story that I saw a story today? There was a guy that was talking about how I don't remember the whole story, but basically he was a big EJ fan, Ernie Johnson and the TNT crew. This was back when Peter Vesey was on the desk instead of Barkley. But he has, I don't know if I think his dad had reached out and said, hey, you know, it's my son's bar mitzvah, and I'd love for you guys to, you know, wish him well or something like that. But they did. He didn't get a voicemail. He got an entire like video segment.
Yeah.
They did a segment where he's like, we're up here anyway, just killing time between games. It's fine. So they sent him a whole video segment. Then he reached out to him later and told him it was something about his dad. He was sick or something. And they reached out and they sent a video for his dad, and his dad like passed away not long after that. But it was such a cool story. But EJ and those guys are all, I guess TNT is not going to re-up on NBA.
That's what it's looking like.
But don't you hire those? Don't you find a way to get them? I mean, I don't know
Well,
what their contract says. Can they leave TNT if there's no basketball?
I had heard that Ernie's not leaving TBS.
What's he going to do?
Baseball.
That sucks.
I also heard that when they were negotiating Charles's deal, like they were kind of throwing that out there about, you know, we want to have an out because our contract's up, and Charles was like, that's your problem. You know, if y'all want me to sign, then you're going to have to. So I think Charles is under contract with.
Well, he'll probably make more money wherever. If he goes somewhere else, wherever the NBA ends up. He's the hottest commodity going.
No, the NBA.
You can live without all the other guys. You can't live without Chuck.
Right.
I think it would be nice.
Hey, Ernie's up there.
I agree,
Ernie's
but
great.
And Shaq would be. I mean, I love Kenny, but like I think Kenny's
He's
the most replaceable.
Easily.
But
he's also been on there the longest, besides Ernie.
yeah, I love Kenny. Kenny's the voice of reason. Usually, you need that guy too.
The NBA's just wanting more money, obviously, and
TNT say no.
I don't understand that move for TNT. Who's watching TNT outside of NBA on TNT?
Well, where do you think
They
we
got
watch
good
Law and
action-
Order reruns?
Yeah, they got good action films that pop up every once in a while.
I don't know.
The
It
Expendables.
will be nice to get it back on the NBC and we get to hear Round Ball Rock again. That'll be nice.
But I mean, on Thursday, I mean, so you think like a network television, ABC, NBC, whatever, would start doing Thursday night, Friday, Tuesday night games, and things like that?
I don't know.
That's kind of my.
Well, I assume their ESPN is still being
Right.
mixed. You still have NBC, and I think Prime has been talking to them too. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Should we do a second question of the day? Today's National Coke Day. What's your favorite Coke product? Coke, Diet
From
Coke,
Columbia.
Sprite, or Dr. Pepper? Should we put that as the list?
Yeah, put Coca-Cola, just in case. I don't
What,
know.
you think people are going to say cocaine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cocaine.
Not an option. Not a write-in vote, please. 10:46. Trying to find Hagen Smith. He is missing in action at this
He
point.
said they just got finished with practice. Can we reschedule it to tomorrow?
Tell him no.
What do you do when the power goes out? Well, now you can do anything you want when you purchase a Generac home standby generator from Generator Supercenter of Little Rock. Come visit the experts at Central Arkansas's only generator showroom, located on Chenal Parkway in West Little Rock. We offer a turnkey solution, financing, and 24/7 service. Visit our website for more info at GeneratorSupercenterofLittleRock.com. The standby power people.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa, and guess what time it is? Yep, it's Mother's Day, and we have got the spa packages for that woman in your life. Your mother, your sister, your daughter, your girlfriend, and our packages are starting at $99 this year. Yep, that's $99 for an entire spa package. Call us at 501-954-8888 or just get your gift card online, avabelladayspa.com. Happy Mother's Day.
Every so often in medicine, something comes along that is truly revolutionary.
Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, former orthopedic surgeon, now National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
I believe this is one of those things.
Dr. Scheinkup is talking about regenerative medicine, something he's practiced, researched, and written about for nearly 2 decades.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain, such as steroids and surgery, are no longer the best ways.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this exciting option, using your own body's natural power to get lasting relief. And there's no better place to learn than QC Kinetics.
There is no one in this country today with more clinics, more satisfied patients, more advanced protocols, or more experience in using this exciting option to deliver life-changing results.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Spruce up your home sweet home and kick back and relax with the feeling of with Lazy Boy of Little Rock's Memorial Day sale. Savings up to a whopping 50% off on select items and at least 30% off store-wide. With extended hours so you'll have plenty of time to shop till you drop. And when you do drop into Don't miss out on the Memorial Day sales event of the year at Lazy Boy, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy!
Connor has cash. Once again, Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Once again, Connor has cash, and he wants to buy your used weapons at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, Highway 65 North in Conway.
UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine presents Hannah Gamble each week when she joins the guys on Morning Mayhem. UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
By the way, we're about to settle some stuff up. I need somebody who's
waiting
got.
on you.
Did you start your book yet?
No, you didn't either. So
Sure.
I ain't trying to hear.
I 100% did. I read.
How far are you into it?
A chapter, one chapter more than you read.
Okay, you're up there.
15 pages.
What?
Y'all reading, what are you guys reading?
So we have a race going.
Romantic novels.
Our buddy Eli Craner, obviously.
It's a guy with real long hair on the cover of your book.
Fabio. Eli Craner has no hair at all, actually. Eli Craner gave us each a book. I've got Don't Know Tough, and he's got Broiler, which isn't even out yet. And so we made a bet for lunch at Corky's that the first person to finish their book, you got to give a good synopsis on the air the next day, too, when you're done.
That's fair.
Yeah, like a book
We'll
report.
do it when he's here.
Oral book report.
So next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll give our book report.
I'll be done before then, but yeah, I'll be done first. Anyway, and then the other bet is he can't walk down and back on a balance beam. That's over for
easy money.
That's for a pork belly. He already owes me a pork belly.
At first we said down. I said I'll go down and back. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Balance. Joe.
Thanks, Joe. I was talking to my girl about this last night. She don't think you can do it either.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. You put it in the. You
How
don't think
long's
there's
the beam?
Doesn't matter.
It's 4 inches wide. Here's the thing. He doesn't think there's any difference in it being elevated and being on the ground, but it is completely different.
You put.
Oh, is this elevated?
Yeah, a regular balance beam that
Now,
like gymnasts do
I don't have
gymnastics
to
and stuff on.
Do a mount onto the beam. I just got to get up on it.
Climb up.
Yeah, climb up, take my time, and then say, okay, let's do it. I'll go down and back.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Not easy.
Let me tell you what. The turn.
What is the?
I'm telling you, he's going to be talking soprano for about a week.
The turn.
Joe, if you got pulled over and some clown was thinking that you were drinking and you're not, and they put you through a sobriety test, would you be able to walk a straight line? Yes.
Joe. Here's how it goes. Let me tell you how this is going to go. Let me tell you
20 years ago.
Yes, without issue.
Yeah, but he's broken. I mean, he's been through a lot.
Well, you
He's got bad knees
and hips and
Joe, this is
like I'd be doing that. He goes, "What's that I hear?" Oh, don't worry about it.
Joe.
Man, that's my joints popping. Don't worry about it.
Let me give you the before and after. Man, this is going to be easy. And then after it's going to be, that was a lot harder than I thought.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
You're about to slam those.
No.
Listen, you might want to freeze some beforehand just in case it don't. I'm just saying. Buddy, I'm worried about you.
I'm convinced.
You should wear a cup. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
I'm worried about my guy.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Just
That's what worries me.
I'll go nude across that thing. Not worried about it at all.
Oh, my God. I think I just broke my hand.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'll do a little. And when I'm done, I'll do a little mount off.
Dismount?
Yeah. Then stick the land. I don't know about sticking the landing. My knees hurt a little bit.
That's a video.
But I can walk down and
I'm
back.
dying right now.
I can.
I'll never. Well,
I'll tell you what. If
actually,
you go
I'm gonna need some
nude-
therapy to get the vision of that
If
out
you
of
go
my head.
nude, Corky's will sponsor.
All right.
You'll be like.
How much Corky's
You'll be like Rocky when he does the Shamrock Meats.
Yeah.
We'll put a sticker on your back
All
and on
right.
your front.
All right. Let's do
Corky's
it.
ribs and
This is
barbecue.
the NIL deal you always wanted.
This is it.
I've
Walking
said I
across
do
the
a lot of
beam.
embarrassing stuff. It's gonna take more than ribs to get that, but as good as they are.
All right.
What do y'all
This
do?
nude walk across the beam brought to you by Corky's.
I just smashed my hand on the thing. I was.
It's hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to hit my things
Oh,
on there,
okay.
and it just.
It happens.
Oh, ow! I'm
Okay.
soft. I know I can't do
I'll
it.
tell you this, though, because I want to be fair, and I want you to know that I went to my storage unit the other day, and there was a 2x4 on the ground, and I did a little.
I told you can't do
Easy.
that. We talked about this. You're not supposed to practice
and
at
that
all.
2x4 is not even as wide as the balance beam would be.
The balance beam's 4 inches wide.
Yeah, that 2x4 was. How much would you say? 4.5?
4.
It's 2x4.
It's 4. DJ, are we really doing this?
You had a 2x4 there.
Maybe it
We
wasn't a
had-
2x4.
it's 2x4.
Are there 2x2s? Is that a thing?
Sure.
Maybe it was a 2x2.
I doubt you had a 2x2 in there.
Me too.
Did your foot cover it? Or
I
was
had
your-
my
did you have
foot
room-
covered it. Foot covered it.
But there was room on each side of your
Yeah.
foot, or your foot went off of the board?
Foot was off. It was nothing.
Okay, you're in trouble. Anyway, I'm dying already. Yeah, 2x4s are 2x4. Just for future reference, in case it comes up again. I love this guy.
Look at him. He's Googling 2x4 to see.
Early-
really 4 inches.
That's come on,
Joe, this is early onset
No,
CTE.
I'm doing the balance
Come
beam
on,
with.
man.
All right.
I'm 90% sure it's 4 inches. Anyway, Sanders Ground Essentials. Didn't you say they're coming by to see you today?
Next week.
Next week, all right.
Yeah, I'm getting some lime put in my yard.
All right, I don't know what that does, but apparently keeps it from getting scurvy. Got to get that.
Fights off the acidity.
See, it does have
it
something to do with
helps
it.
the soil
There we go.
You're lighting the phones up, DJ. Everyone's helping you with this.
Oh, they want to talk about my 2x4?
It gives the soil. It makes the soil better. More nutritious.
Okay.
Lime.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like lime in your drink.
Don't you also put that in there when you bury a body? Like you throw that in there to kind of cover things up?
Yes, that is what you do.
I mean,
yeah.
I got mafia ties. That's how we do it.
It's good to know.
Anyway, that's not what Sanders Ground Essentials does. If you want to see weeds killed, though, they are the ones. They're like the Cosa Nostra of killing weeds, okay? So if you want to have some stuff done, they're the guys to call. Dun, 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 dun. Play the Godfather theme for me. 501-315-9395, sandersground.com. If you want your yard to look great, they go the extra mile. They got a lime, they'll lime. They're definitely going to do a soil sample, make sure your lawn is getting exactly what it needs. And look, they can typically, let's see, it's less expensive to have them do it than try to do it yourself because the chemicals they use are commercial grade. So they're going to end up using less, and they're going to take care of it right. It is Sanders Ground Essentials. It's DJ's favorite.
My neighbor asked me yesterday.
What's up with your lawn?
He said, give me the contact of your guy.
501-315-9395. Did you tell him?
He thinks he wants to switch.
Of course he does.
Yeah, because they got weeds that just keep on coming through.
Yeah, no.
Not my guys.
No. Not happening. All right. Okay, try to, with me, in the break, everybody, get the thought of naked DJ walking across a balance beam out of your mind.
Look,
or for those of you who are into it.
Yeah, you go for it.
You should call a therapist right now, weirdos. Joe Klein's here. Corky's Barbecue today.
Sponsor of the DJ Newswalk.
What are we doing at Corky's today, Joe?
Come
in 5
see
seconds.
us at Corky's. We sponsor lots of things. Today is.
Hold that thought.
Clint Sterner here. Guys, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low T. Be sure to schedule your health assessment at Low T Center. For established patients, they offer the convenience of physician-monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments with an average payment of $150 a month cash pay, including labs and medication. If you need the convenience of at-home treatment, Low T Center makes it easy. Shipping treatments directly to your house. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Tickets are on sale now for the 20th annual Double B's Buzzbecue, Saturday, May 11th at the downtown Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. Go to buzzbecue.com.
1037 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Powered by you, the fan.
Fire it up! I'm listening!
Buzz News with KARK's Hillary Hunt.
Weather, the big story overnight after a tornado touched down in Hot Springs, trailing a path of destruction. We're still learning more this morning, but we do know several homes had their roofs ripped off by the storm, and more than 7,000 customers are waking up without power in Garland County this morning as crews work to restore it. And a judge denied part of a lawsuit against the Arkansas LEARNS Act while also parting sides with those who filed it. The judge's ruling denied the portion of the suit that claims Section 16 of the LEARNS Act violates the First and 14th Amendments. The judge also ruled teachers in the suit cannot be disciplined or prevented from teaching topics in regards to critical race theory. This has been Hillary Hunt for the Buzz Radio Network.
Presented by Gary Hill with MSS Oil, Splash Car Wash. There hasn't been an oil man specialist like this since Who Shot JR. Call Gary Hill with MSS Oil at 501-200-7089.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Pat Walker.
We've got another hot, breezy day ahead. A high of 89 in Little Rock with a partly cloudy sky. About a 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm today, but tonight's when severe storms will be likely again. An 80% chance of rainfall and thunderstorms tonight with a low around 64. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Riverfront Steakhouse Special. Dinner for two for $60. 10-ounce filet, fried shrimp, 2 sides, and our famous salad bar. Only $60. Good Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
Brandon Moving and Storage has served Central Arkansas since 1965 and continues to provide professional service, local reliability, and community investment. We provide residential and commercial moves, local, national, and international service, commercial warehousing and distribution, unpacking services, and custom packing and crating. Let Central Arkansas's trusted Beacons agent help you with your next move. Brandon Moving and Storage. You make a move, we make it easy.
Motorcycle riders are just like you and me. They could be your neighbor, your friend, your doctor, or maybe the pastor in your local church. More motorcycles are on the road than ever before in Arkansas, and it's time we started looking out for them. Look back a second time before you make that turn, or before you pull out in an intersection. It might take 2 seconds, but it just might save a neighbor's life. Take 2 for Arkansas. It's worth it. Look twice for motorcycles. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters, and this time of year we're talking a lot about spring cleaning. How about a spring freshen up for your home so you can stand and admire it with a fresh color on the outside? These can be hard to reach places when we're talking about exterior painting. That's why I like to leave it to the pros from CertaPro Painters. Not only will they do a great job, this can also be dangerous work. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. Indoor or outdoor, it's CertaPro. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
In real estate, it's all about the amenities. I should know. I'm an agent.
At Hyundai, all of our models offer first-class features, like Android Auto, an available Bose premium audio system, heated front and rear seats, and wireless device charging.
It's like an upscale home on wheels in here.
It's your journey. Own every mile.
Now, get $2,000 bonus cash on the Tucson, or pay only $307 a month after down payment. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end 6/3/24. Call 469-613-0227 for details.
Make this summer one to remember by stopping by Arch Marine in North Little Rock. Arch is all about creating fun on our lakes and rivers. You have to come by and see the new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes, the hottest and coolest ride out there. We're easy to find. Take the Levy exit.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill.
Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember.
Sheridan head coach Kevin Kelley once dominated high school football in Arkansas, winning 9 state titles in 18 years at Pulaski Academy. He's now dominating the airwaves on the Zone each week. He's brought to you by Little Rock Athletic Club. Whether you love swimming, playing tennis, running, doing CrossFit, lifting weights, or playing basketball, you can do it all here. And their new pickleball facility is now open. Pursue a healthier life and play on with Little Rock Athletic Club.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Do you know the specials at Corky's today? Joe seemed a little bit flummoxed earlier.
I figure they're doing wings. They like to do a lot of wings.
I think Joe was thrown off by the fact that he couldn't stop thinking about DJ naked walking across a balance beam.
Eating wings.
I bet you could.
With it.
Walk naked across a balance beam eating wings?
That
yeah,
too.
easy.
But like with clothes, you feel confident about walking across a balance beam.
Yeah, extremely confident, yeah.
Yes, me too.
I did gymnastics
thing.
I did gymnastics for a few years.
Like recently?
No, it's been a while, but I'm still not bad.
I
play on the rings every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on it.
Good way to get strength.
I told Justin that he could. He didn't believe me. I said I could. Now we got to bet that I could just walk down a balance beam without falling off.
If we start going that road, let's see who can go on the rings and just hold yourself upside down.
That's what you do.
Hold myself upside down,
straight upside down like a pencil.
A lot easier than doing the iron cross.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to do.
You zero chance you're doing that.
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
there's not many things that are zero.
That one's
but
zero.
That's zero.
Okay.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I tried it the other day and I almost killed myself.
How long can you hold yourself upside down on the rings?
Oh, I can hold myself upside down probably 4 or 5 minutes.
No.
All the blood rush to your head.
I've got a crazy strong core.
Crazy strong.
What about
core.
your grip?
Crazy strong core.
I'll tell you my favorite one is.
I've got a crazy strong grip too.
Sammy Muncie used to do that. Not Sammy Muncie. That's the wrong guy. He's got a great core too. But Ben Ferris used to do the.
Ben, yeah.
He's a freak.
He can do some weird stuff over at.
He could climb up a building.
He probably could.
He used to at D1. He would climb up.
If we did have to have somebody climb to the top of the building on the outside to save us, the first guy I'd think of was.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, he's a freak. Okay. Speaking of freaks, hi Joe. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right, let's get to it. The Red White Report.
Got a guy that's going to walk naked on a beam.
Yeah.
And
Is that the special at Corky's this week?
Got a guy holding himself upside down. I'm the freak.
Fair point. I'm just drinking a Dr. Pepper over here.
Joe trying to sell some wings here, man.
Coconut Dr. Pepper.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Southern Structural Solutions. If you need foundation repair or crawl space services, call Southern Structural Solutions at 501-581-9648 for a free quote.
All right, John Tyson says that he needs your NIL money. He says, I didn't actually write a huge check.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. That was one of the big storylines today. That's our question today. Arkansas has signed a guy that played professional baseball for a number of years. His name is Monty Harrison. He is 28 years old.
28.
And apparently he has decided that baseball is not for him, and he has moved into the football track, and he will be part of Arkansas's receiver class.
He will be 29 on the first day.
Isn't that wild?
First game.
Better keep your head on a swivel.
Can you imagine being 29 years old and starting your college football career?
What position? Wide receiver?
Yeah. I mean, this is like Rodney Dangerfield back to school. Is he going to do a triple Lindy too?
I looked up some highlights from high school, in 2014. Serious.
Did you guys graduate the same year?
No, I'm 7 years
Oh,
older. He was decent football player.
I would hope so.
He was, yeah.
Anyway,
that was a long time ago, though.
Also, Hagen Smith couldn't be with us today. He will join us tomorrow, apparently, in the zone, which is Thursday. Arkansas hosting Mississippi State. It's the regular season home finale for Arkansas this weekend. 6, 5:30, 1:30. The games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's for pregame. Games actually start at 6:30, 6, and 2.
Okay.
Are we locked in for after the Buzzbecue and watching a little baseball?
Doing at Brewski's?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I thought we talked about it.
We did, but that doesn't mean you didn't have something come up. I want to give you a chance to talk to your lady.
Do you already put into default, like, okay, DJ's going to go to Buzzbecue, and he said he's going to go to Brewski's, but if he ends up going to Brewski's, we're not sure yet? Is that how you view me?
No, I assume that you'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
And what if happens, Buzzbecue gets a little late, and I'm like, hey, we're just going to go home.
Buzzbecue doesn't get late.
Would you be mad?
No, but
Okay.
Buzzbecue doesn't go late.
Okay, cool.
Buzzbecue stays on time.
Okay.
We're a well-oiled machine over here, DJ.
I get it. 20
That's
years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Not because of anything I've ever done. That's for sure. And last thing here, Hannah Gamble. Kudos to her. You'll hear her on Morning Mayhem through the rest of the softball season. It's SEC Tournament Week. Had a game yesterday. Games today. Arkansas doesn't play until tomorrow, but she was named to the 2024 SEC Community Service Team. BB Arkansas native. That away.
Okay.
Doing it Arkansas style. Good for her. So they play as the 4 seed at the SEC Tournament, which is in Auburn, Alabama. Good luck to them. All right, Coach Kelley, I got a couple things here. Joe, this is perfect that you guys are here together. For the one segment you guys are going to hang out together, this is what I want to talk about. Austin Rivers is talking.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is the statement. This is the statement. You tell me what you think.
Where the best athletes in the world are, that's us. I could take 30 players right now in the NBA and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA.
It's because you only allowed 5 on the court. Let's all relax.
It's because you get a break every play. All you got to do is catch the ball and run north or south.
Listen, our sport,
it ain't complex.
Our sport's better. Our sport's better because we would just create a position for one of you 5'2", 40 running 6'10" guys and just put them, can't get hit much, fragile. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a little thin, very tall. We would just create a position because we got big brains in our sport.
Listen.
That's what we would do.
There's a reason why hip-hop artists, when they rap, they compare themselves to ballers. They're not talking about footballers, they're talking about basketball players.
That's because they're not tough. And I'm a punter. This is me being a punter saying all these things.
There's a reason why all the girls that we get done with them, the NFL players usually end up dating them. They come to us first, bro. We set the culture.
That's because you guys are getting worked over there. Yeah, you guys get worked over there a little bit, I think, from what I've learned from watching outside. But
wow. All right, what do you think would be an easier transition, an NBA player to the NFL or an NFL player to the NBA?
You're talking success or ability to stay alive?
Ability to play the game at a reasonable level.
Compete.
That's a better way to. Thank you, DJ. That's much more efficient.
It's easy for him to go because you look at NBA players. All 5 have to be semi-athletic nowadays, right, to run up and down. They don't have any Joe Kleins anymore that are just big dudes running around. They got a few.
Not that he couldn't have been a great tight end.
Some athletic.
Although
Joe Klein stuff.
Back
off there, Punchy. All right, I can show you some athletic.
I meant now because honestly, what I would do with the Joe Klein is on all goal lines. We're on the 5 and in. I put him out at wide receiver. I say you just trot across the goal line. We're max blocking, and we're going to throw it up. They're either going to foul him or if it's touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to be able to get the ball as high as he is.
No free throws afterwards.
It's a free touchdown. But, honestly, I don't think NBA players athletically, there's a lot. Russell Westbrook looks like physically he'd be a great D-back. A tremendous D-back. But then the physicality of the game, you see how they are and how they get hurt and load management and this. They don't have the mindset and the mentality. Had they stayed with it the whole way, probably. But just to take them now, I think you'd have a better deal giving them 4 years worth of World Cup soccer and letting them go beat everybody out there.
I think he's looking at it in generalities. He's looking at. You can, like what you just said. There's a lot more guys that look the part that can go basketball to football. More than football to basketball. And I also think in basketball, everybody has to touch the ball. You have to. We can't put you on the defensive line and tell you to rush. I mean, at some point in the game, we're going to throw you the ball, and you got to pass.
I'm guessing most guys in the NBA can catch and pass, but I mean, shooting and dribbling and things like that would be
you got to
difficult.
have.
Or in the NFL, I mean, good.
But so if you look at it in generalities, just like that, and just I think it's basketball, but
my number one thing is this.
But the physical, I mean, in basketball, back when I played, it was very physical, but it still had there was nothing remotely.
No, my number one thing is this. Let me say one thing.
Lester Hayes, there was nothing going on like that.
Right. Let me say one thing. First of all, there have been track guys who have shown up on the football field and done fine that didn't really play football a lot.
Did fine.
Fine.
None of them have ever been superstars, but
well, Willie Gault was a pretty good receiver, and he played. Obviously, he was a runner. He was a wide receiver first.
Ronaldo, Nehemiah,
right?
But I'm gonna look up.
But anyway, what I was going to say is, here's my ultimate trump card on this. There are guys who had never played college football that got taken by NFL teams. There's never been a guy that never played college basketball that got drafted in the NBA.
Well, other than international, but yeah.
Well, they played either high school back when you could come out
played
of high school. You were
high-level basketball.
You were a basketball player and
right.
you got drafted. You weren't a football player and got drafted by basketball.
30 is probably excessive. There's probably 5 to 10 NBA players that could play in the NFL.
Can I say something?
You can do anything you want. It's your show.
30, I would say for sure, at least guys that athletically could keep up on a football field.
No question.
Athletically. What drill in football has told Christian this has created more basketball players than anything? Oklahoma drill. You know,
which they don't use anymore.
I mean, it's just so athletically. I see what he doesn't. I don't think he understands that because he doesn't know what it's like.
Yeah, when he said
to get hit in a stinger and you don't know what's happening to your body, and then you got to get up and go again.
When he said the 30, I don't think that he was including himself in that group.
And so that being said, I feel like most football players' favorite sport is basketball. And if they were taller and if some could shoot better, they would much rather be in the NBA than playing in the NFL. And then you have the guys who I think, like we said to a point, Antonio Gates played basketball in college. Jimmy Graham played basketball in college. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal athletes on a football field.
He played both, but my guy, the tight end for the Chiefs that played at Cal with Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez. Tony G. I mean, these are the best
tight end ever.
And that's where it's interesting because these are basketball guys, and they are arguably the best tight ends to ever play the game. Yeah. And so, I mean.
Now, they were basketball guys that were big dudes for their size. I mean, they're not your
6'6"
normal
guys.
6'6" big guys. Like Antonio Gates, 6'6", 260 guys, not 6'6", 210 guys.
Right. But there's guys like Aaron Gordon who are kind of built like that, although he's like 6'8" instead of 6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think athletically they fit.
Like
I don't think physically they fit. They put when I was in Dallas, when I lived in Dallas, I'm a big Cowboys fan. When Emmitt Smith was playing, it was a funny thing. They put these sensors all in his shoulder pads and helmet before we even thought about sensors in helmets. Mm-hmm. And they just put in there for one game. They wanted to see what they could compare being Emmitt Smith to, and he had a pretty good offensive line. They said it was the equivalent of being that one game was being in 12 car accidents that your car was totaled in.
Oh, my God.
12 in one game. Now,
running back is the ultimate.
When I see LeBron go down the lane and somebody breathes on him and he looks like he just got hit in the back of the head with a baseball bat, I go,
LeBron could have been a heck of a wide receiver.
LeBron would have been fine.
I think he would have if he would have stayed in football and been used to the toughness. But to take him right today.
Running back's the extreme, too. That's the hardest position as far as what you're taking as shots.
Most basketball players, like a point guard that's like 6'3" and has like a 6'9" wingspan, you stick him at cornerback and they play it for a while.
At 6'9", not a 6'9", you can stick him at cornerback.
You know, better off 6'3" with a 6'9" wingspan.
Russell Westbrook's the guy I think.
It depends how quick he is and how his hips move and everything else. Corner's different.
And that's where you don't have to be necessarily as physical. Like, you don't have to be a big tackler to play.
No, but it's also the hardest position.
Yeah.
We just had this conversation, though, with the cat from North Carolina State. The big dude.
I think he'd be a great offensive lineman.
But see, my thing is
then pass pro. But when it comes to goal line, it's a different ball game.
But every play.
Yeah, every play.
Every play you are getting.
Play.
You're having to hit or get hit. Every play. You got to put your hat on a hat.
A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
Rivers' statement is probably, I wish he wouldn't have said 30.
Mm-hmm.
But he's probably right. I mean, it does. It is more easier to go over because the athleticism. But like, what's your biggest size, Joe? You played at in college, the heaviest weight. We know how tall you were.
65.
265.
265.
See, you could have played tight end, and you'd have been fine. But guys were,
man.
but they were brought up tougher back
If Joe
then.
played tight end, oh man,
You would have set all kinds of records.
Oh no,
You'd be in the Hall of Fame.
he'd have records for most surgeries on his kneecaps.
Now that too, especially those days.
They'd be all
Especially those
for it.
days.
Yeah. You would hate going across the middle because that's what they would have to go for. Like it's just different.
Joe, I would have just used you on the goal line and throw it up to you. That's it.
I'd have got it done.
I know you would have.
Who's the tallest receiver that's ever played in the NFL?
There was a 6'10"
Harold
dude.
Carmichael.
There was a dude years ago named Stroud that played for the Chiefs. He was like a 6'10" tight end, something like that.
That's wild. Probably a extra blocker.
He was not a every. I think his name was Stroud. Something more. Morris Stroud or something. Yeah. I think he was a tight end. I want to say he was like around.
Calais Campbell was like 6'9", but he was defensive line, I think.
Yeah, there's
Willie Gault averaged 33 catches a year.
Yeah, he was average.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. I mean, I wish it was
It
me.
was 14 games.
Huh?
So that's 3 a game.
Willie was 16.
Willie was 6. That's 2 a game.
I think Anthony Edwards could be a good receiver in the NFL.
I think Anthony Edwards could be.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's one of those transcendent athletes.
I think the argument is when you look at the athletes and you go, you can look at a Gordon. And go, he could without getting into all the toughness part.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest part.
It looks right.
It's the biggest part.
Yeah, it looks.
But the toughness thing is if you don't have toughness.
Would you say Draymond Green is tough? A tough player, physical, good defender, tall, athletic, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You seen him on a football field? He looked like he was playing powder puff.
He sucks, yeah.
It's just different.
How about who would have been good in your era? Who would have been a good like Charles Oakley?
Yes,
Rick
Charles
Mahorn.
Rick Mahorn, yeah.
There was a dude named Lonnie Shelton.
He's it, huh?
Well, that came quick. It must be the real deal.
He's one of those guys. Just okay.
About 6'8".
Oh yeah.
280.
Kind of mean
and solid.
Where do you play?
Sounds like a
He was
defensive
with,
end.
Cleveland.
Okay.
He must have made his name by being mean.
Didn't want none of that, huh?
Scoring.
Couldn't move him. Couldn't. It was. You had to go. It was a roadblock. You had to go around.
Been a good.
You couldn't move him.
Good lineman. Would have been a good lineman.
God, yeah.
Defensive end or
and he was,
lineman.
He was thick. He would have been at either side.
Didn't matter.
Either he'd have been on the line.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just was thick and just, he wasn't long anywhere. He was just massive.
Yeah.
And just thick and just God, I remember having to play him, and it was just like, we'd be going on a road trip, and I'd be looking at Patrick Ewing, Moses Malone, Bill Cartwright, and then I'd see Cleveland, and I'd go, Monty freaking Shelton.
It's gonna be a long day.
I would like an NFL team to offer Austin Rivers.
No, he don't want that.
That's a great point.
Well, first of all, he
He's
wouldn't
like
do
30.
it. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, you play at 30.
Yeah, we got a guy that just transferred to Arkansas at 28.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you what, when he walked into camp, there'd be some boys looking. There'd be some boys looking for him.
Yeah,
I don't look at Austin Rivers and go, that guy can play this position in the NFL.
I know, but
there are a lot of guys I look at and go, that guy can play in the NFL.
That's one of those dudes, though, that when you say that, not all the NBAs, but a lot of the NBA guys will go, whoa, Austin, just don't even bring that up. Yeah, easy, don't say that.
How about David Robinson as a rush end?
But see, you can look at all, but it's like the thing that you can't quantify in this whole argument. You can't quantify, which is the most important thing that it's got your toughness. In both of them, you got to be tough. Mm-hmm. But your toughness in the NFL's got to be off the freaking
It's like, do you like being punched in the face every play?
Yeah.
And having
your toughness in the NBA
that's about what it is.
Boxing out and running and
getting up and down the court. That's tough.
And getting up and down your joint. But you're not walking out there going, all right, we're gonna run this play probably 10 times where you're gonna pull, and you gotta see that 6'9", 280 dude there. You got to get him out of the way.
And the thing is,
by the way, he's coming at you hard.
And the thing is, too, those guys in football that have those type of plays, we knew. For instance, there was one play we had against Florida, and I had to lead up block against Spikes, and dude was a dude, right?
Yeah.
But I knew I needed to go ahead. It was Brandon Spikes.
Oh, Brandon
Spikes.
Spikes.
He's crazy. Gouging people's eyes out.
The Florida guy?
Yeah. And I already knew I had Ben Cleveland on the sideline. Get ready. Because I knew I was going to need maybe a play or two to get my vision back right. And, I went in there, and you literally get your bell rung. You've heard that. That's like that's what we used to say back in the day.
Yeah,
bell
the
rung.
bell rung, yeah.
Semi-concussion. You go to the sideline and just wait till your vision comes back to where you're seeing one of everything, and then you go back in.
Right.
It's just we're built different.
And the faster you could come back in, the tougher you were gauged as a guy.
Joe, after you got stitched up after Karl Malone cheap shot at you, did you come back in?
I couldn't. No, I was out.
No, there's a guy that might. Karl Malone.
Yeah.
He was a thick dude.
Well, he didn't have a conscience, and that usually translates well to football. Christian, you want to chime in here? Okay. All right. Let me get Tim in here quick, and then I want to play a couple other clips here before Joe gets out of here talking hoops. What's up, Tim? Oh, excellent work. All right, Patrick Beverley, Joe, threw a ball at a fan last week. Also denied a reporter the opportunity to hold her microphone in his presence because apparently she doesn't subscribe to his pod. What a criminal act. He has walked it back, kind of. I want an explanation on what the fan said. He wouldn't say.
What happened at the end of the Bucks game?
Unfortunate situation that should have never happened. What I did was
bad,
and that should have never happened. I have to be better, and I will be better. That should have never happened. Regardless of what was said, that should have never happened. Simple as that. Let's just say it was more than Cancun on 3.
Okay, so that report from Shams was just a fraction of the story.
Let's just say it was more than that. I've been called a lot of stuff in this league. I haven't been called that one. Still unexcused, but it doesn't matter what was said. I have to be better, and I will be better. I'm not going to take away from the fans that were great. It was some people that took it a little bit too far. I'm here to set the record straight. I was absolutely wrong, and I need to be better, and I will. I'm not the guy to get fans kicked out neither. The things that were said to me, I could have got 4 or 5 fans kicked out. Literally, security walked up to me. You want to get that fan thrown out? Nah, man. You could say anything when you win it. That's what happens when you win. You can literally say anything. And some people would have said, hey, Pat, man, you should have got him kicked out. That would have never happened. I'm not getting no fans kicked out. People who spend money to watch us play, I'm not getting them kicked out. We in layup line. I'm on the bench with the ball. Fan to the right of me say something crazy. I get up to him, man, you can boo me, but don't call me that. I go shake Rick Carlisle's hand. Fan say something crazy to me. I'm looking like, man, like you can say anything, just don't be disrespectful. He apologized too. Everyone who stepped out of line and said something like too crazy, all of them apologized. It was just some people who, just crossed the line a little bit.
Can't throw basketballs at people.
No, will not.
Will never happen again.
Never. I ain't even bring the basketball on the bench no more, man.
Who's interviewing him?
It's his. I don't know if it's the guy that does the podcast with him.
Oh,
okay.
By the way, too,
good.
it's like if
Well,
he
they
says
had that scripted out.
through the ball, he's like bad. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to apologize. Shut up. Like that's what I would say. Be like, dude, I'm finishing here. Relax. Yeah, you don't have to jump in and help out. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. The other thing is, what have you not heard at this point in your career as Patrick Beverley that this fan said that so incensed you
Evidently,
that you couldn't
there was
stop
something he's
yourself
never
from
heard
throwing the
before.
ball? I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
There's not a word out there that dude hasn't had flung at him, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's true.
No, there's not one. You're right.
Because he's a butthole,
But
too.
I think his guy was like, when he kept going, I could have got that fan kicked out. I could have got this. The guy's like, in his head, the guy's like, you're here to say I'm sorry, not to get down that road. So he kept chiming in, which I think was appropriate. Keep him on track. Because I looked at Joe and Bev kept saying, well, this guy did this and this guy did. Your apology is minimized when you say, but, da-da-da-da-da.
What happens to him now? Did they say anything? Did the league announce any kind of...
I would imagine he probably gets a suspension at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I don't know if he signs to like his 6th team in the last 2 years.
It's a joke if they suspend him. It's a joke.
For hitting a ball. Did he hit the person?
It's a joke if they suspend him and don't suspend Jamal Murray. He put players at risk. He put players at risk of injury during a playoff game. He should be suspended.
What did Jamal Murray do?
He threw 2 things on. He threw a heat pack
threw a towel
on the floor while they were playing.
The
guy could have slipped on it, twisted an
Almost
ankle.
did.
Yeah, they kicked it out to the side. And then it's like, come on, dude.
Cat scored. It was right by his foot, and then his teammate picked it up and threw it off.
Should have been suspended at least a game. That is no guts by the NBA.
I don't know how I didn't see that.
It was,
took a break from it.
It was hard to find until they zoomed up and replayed it.
That was weak.
They should have kicked him out of the game.
They
I'm
have
kind
to.
of glad he didn't get suspended just for
Well,
the
I mean,
entertainment
again, and
purposes.
this is where you're running into this stuff now, is that they call the game so soft, and they're so soft all year long, and they get in the playoffs, and they're going to go, we're going to let them play.
Well,
and now everybody's like, what it's like the other night, and then this damn 2-minute report at the end of the game.
Oh, God,
take
the
that
worst.
and shove it where the sun don't shine. I cannot stand that stupid thing. Yeah, I mean, the screen that Turner set on Brunson, that was, you got guys killing each other underneath the goal, and then you're going to call that. It's all relative. They like to say it's not relative. That's not a foul. I
hate the 2-minute one about when they missed a call. Like in the Indiana game, the hand instead of the kick ball.
Yeah,
that
the
took the ball away in a tie game, and they come out. Charles Barkley's raving about it.
It was
and
a
he goes,
5-point play.
He goes, I don't even want to see the 2-minute report. Keeney goes, they just put it out, Charles. It's on there. He's like,
it's a 5-point play.
It's unbelievable.
And everybody's talking about this moving screen. Dude, I mean, that was a 5-point play.
Big
Joe, do
deal.
you think back in when y'all played, y'all could have called your own fouls and everybody would have felt reasonable about it? You think they could do that today?
Oh, no.
No.
Call your own
I grew
foul.
up. I mean, I grew up.
There would be no basketball
I grew up
players.
playing. I grew up playing with older dudes, mostly African American dudes older than me.
Yeah.
And
You erred on not calling them.
If you called some
BS,
you better be ready to throw down.
Yeah.
Because dudes it'd be like, you ain't getting.
So when
that.
you called a foul, they know. Yeah, I got
you
him.
got to get. It was NBA-ish. You had to get freaking clocked.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, because you go in there and you miss a layup and dude brushes your ear and you call foul. Oh man, you got. First of all, everybody get mad because you spend the next 20 minutes arguing. Arguing about it.
So you got to have a mark. You got to have a mark, a cut, a scrape.
Joe, wings.
Wings, yeah, wings. We got wings today. We got
You
great.
never bring wings.
I tried today. I was. Justin was here, so anyway. What finger is that you're showing me?
It hurt. My hands hurt. I hurt my hand earlier. Yeah.
But no, and just man, go online or call and check our price points on catering, bulk ordering, delivery, all our items in our restaurant, our happy hours, our draft beer. Not beating it, man.
Yep.
It ain't happening. You're not, and I'm not saying this is so. I don't like to do we're so much better. Our food is very good. There's a lot of good places. Not beating our price point on anything that we do.
Is that in the 2-minute report?
That's that's my 2-minute report.
There you go. Thanks, Joe. See you,
buddy.
buddy.
Guys, have a good day.
All right.
See ya.
Heading in the break, we'll tell you about our friends at Max. Huh?
Tell Hagen Joe said hi tomorrow.
I will. It's probably gonna be devastating. A chance to talk to you. But weather's upon us, folks. Max Prairie Wings is. Goodbye, Joe. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart has everything you need: boats, motors, and all-around marine service. Maybe even a muzzle for your favorite former NBA star. You can look around. I don't know. Anyway, Max is also your Tohatsu outboard dealer, affordably priced and backed by a 5-year warranty. Max offers competitive prices. They offer in-house financing, service center with certified Tohatsu technicians, fishing rods to guns, casual summer clothing to a new outboard. Max has got everything you need for summer fun. Also, if you need to buy or are starting to think about buying graduation presents for people, you can get some cool stuff at Max, and you can also get it personalized, which is great, especially if you got 100 in your family. Custom embroidery, they've got vinyl and laser engraving, all kinds of neat things there for all kinds of different products. Just check out their website or go by and see them in Stuttgart. It's maxpw.com. Max Prairie Wings, you know the place.
Get in the conversation with the True Service Community Federal Credit Union live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. TrueService.net for your next auto or mortgage loan.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas football got an addition from an unexpected source as former Major League Baseball player Monty Harrison has walked on. Harrison, who was a 4-star receiver in the class of 2014, played in parts of 10 seasons in professional baseball. He was drafted in the second round of the MLB draft in 2014 and played in 50 total games in the big leagues from 2020 to 2022. The 6'3", 225-pound 28-year-old, who will be 29 at the start of the season, will play wide receiver for the Razorbacks. And in Arkansas basketball news, former Kentucky guard DJ Wagner will make a visit to Fayetteville this weekend. Wagner averaged 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Wildcats last year as a freshman. He has already picked up 3 crystal ball predictions to join the Razorbacks. If he does commit, it will be the 3rd Kentucky player from last year's team to follow John Calipari to Arkansas. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com.
Motorcycle riders are just like you and me. They could be your neighbor, your friend, your doctor, or maybe the pastor in your local church. More motorcycles are on the road than ever before in Arkansas, and it's time we started looking out for them. Look back a second time before you make that turn, or before you pull out in an intersection. It might take 2 seconds, but it just might save a neighbor's life. Take 2 for Arkansas. It's worth it. Look twice for motorcycles. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
It's Justin Acri reminding you that CertaPro Painters is here to make your life a lot easier, especially when it comes to exterior painting. You may be noticing faded colors on your walls or on the exterior of your home, so let CertaPro Painters give you a freshen up for spring. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in your community. It's simple to book, and it's even easier to get a great paint job done to your home. All you got to do is get CertaPro on the case. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter agents Monica Reiners or Brian Kress in North Little Rock or Jamie Marsh in Little Rock.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. Southern Bank is a 137-year-old community bank with branches across Arkansas founded on strength and stability. Real community-style banking, local decisions, and friendly staff you know by name, all coupled with competitive deposit and loan rates. From small to large projects, we can handle it all. So what's holding you back? Give us a call at 501-424-0900 or check out our website at bankwithsouthern.com. Learn how you can experience the Southern Bank difference today. Member FDIC.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I've wasted a paycheck on whiskey and long necks ever since you left, trying to figure this out. This Jack I've been drinking's been wasted on thinking. Now I got a new reason for throwing them down. Light 'em up.
Into the Zone. I want to tell you about some great deals going on, my friends at Bell. Well, they got something special cooking up for you at Bell Chevy. Maybe it's their outstanding customer service or their wide selection of vehicles that literally just fits about any budget. Yeah, you heard me right. Stop by and see what makes them stand out. And I'll tell you this from firsthand experience. It really is better at Bell. Bell Chevy isn't just a dealership. It's literally a piece of Arkansas history. Since 1912, the Bell family has been there, not only by making friends, selling cars, but most importantly, being part of a wonderful community. Bell Chevrolet isn't just about selling cars. It's about helping you create the life that you want. We know it's tough sometimes, but they got the perfect vehicle to make sure you can go life through with. Like I said, since 1912, do your math, that's 112 years. They've been finding new ways to elevate the experience. Now, because it's always better at Bell, and looking for that perfect truck, well, they got you covered. It's not just about selling. It's about matching you with the dream ride, the all-new Silverado, maybe Colorado. They got them both. These trucks really are the real deal. What makes them stand out? Integrity, teamwork, putting customers first, and always serving with urgency. I'm a guy who's always on the go. I love urgency. Make sure you go check them out. They will go above and beyond your expectations.
Note here, Big Joe ever get a punch on the a-hole Lambeer? If not, I wish he would have. I don't think Joe ever punched him necessarily. What position would Bo Jackson have played in the NBA? Would he have been as successful there? I don't think he'd been as successful.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not going to doubt that Bo could have done something.
I would say too short.
Chuck says, what about Dwight Howard in the NFL?
Too soft. Oh, sorry. Tall? Yeah, too tall and soft.
You think a hockey player could translate to football well? They're a great mix between football and basketball and toughness.
They're really good on ice.
Yeah, I don't know if they run well enough.
Yeah.
A 2x4 is actually 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches.
Thank
Google
you.
It. Not if it's roughed up. We just looked at this.
You remember when they give me a hard time about two? Well, first of all, I get your argument.
It says it's before it's finished. It's 4 inches. Anyway, the point is
the 2x4 I was walking on was 3.5 inches.
Okay, good work.
It's weird, right?
This guy says Patrick Beverly could play football. He thinks he could.
Corner. I think he could.
I think he thinks he could too.
Yeah.
How tall was Ed Too Tall Jones?
Too tall.
6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, I think he's like
if P-Bev didn't like what the fans was saying to him, just wait till he gets across from an NFL guy.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he ain't no way.
This guy says, what about Matt Jones? Matt Jones is the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, Jody Davenport played football and basketball at Arkansas.
I don't think Matt Jones was an NBA talent.
No.
Yeah, that's what we're talking. We're talking NBA.
That's a good point.
There's a lot of college guys.
If he was, Matt would have played in the NBA because that's what he really wanted to do is play basketball. Russell Westbrook's a tremendous D-bag now. Yeah, I don't think that.
Hey, you were going to tell you naming all these people. You said you were going to tell me about somebody famous. Is that later?
There are some famous people here in town this week. I ran into one of them yesterday. I didn't talk to him, but he was there. I didn't want to bother him. Josh Lucas, the actor, is here, and Dylan McDermott, the actor.
What's Josh Lucas here for?
There's something with the Arkansas Cinema Society. They did some premiere of a movie or something last night. There was an event last night that they were at. But we were sitting at over at the Fold last night, and Josh Lucas and some of his crew came rolling in there. I don't know where Dylan McDermott was, but some people ran into him last night too. So apparently he was very happy to be here. Loved it.
I'm a Josh Lucas fan.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I like him.
Okay.
I like him in Sweet Home Alabama.
Yep, 100%.
It's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Who was the other guy? McDermott?
Dylan McDermott. He's a bigger star.
I wonder if the lightning thing's real in Sweet Home Alabama. The sand,
The sand, is that real? I
lightning,
don't know.
sand, glass. I know sand is used to make glass.
We'll fact check it next time.
I'd like to know that.
Let's talk to Michael Felder. Michael, how are you?
I'm good. I like Josh Lucas. I also like Dylan McDermott. I do think that when it comes to playing basketball, I think Charles Barkley had the best thing where he was like, they told me I could be a tight end, and then he went out there for practice, and he was like, no, this is not for me. I don't think those skills are translatable in terms of basketball players. No, not even Pat Beverly, not John Morant. Like, in theory it works, but it's not going to happen.
But do you think if you had to take 10 football players and make them NBA players or 10 NBA players and make them NFL players that were decent or could get on the field, what's easier to do?
I think it's, well, do you want a team that's going to foul out the entire time?
I want a guy that can play the game at a reasonable level.
Contribute at a good level.
Yeah.
I mean, the football players, it's a different world, and DJ's there, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, football players crave. If you're a good football player, you crave contact. It doesn't, unless you're a wide. So what are we? It's a team full of wide receivers, like T. Higgins, right? We've all seen T. Higgins highlight videos from high school. So T. Higgins could do it. It's gonna have to be a team full of wide receivers.
Yeah.
Or take your top 10 D-backs and make them all just shut down defensive players because their feet and hips are so good. So
I think like Devontae Adams, you should see him on a basketball court. It's insane.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I've seen video.
360s, dunking in between his legs.
Freak.
Now the thing is, if he went to the NBA, he's just too small.
Right.
That's just too small. And so I think
Jalen.
Go ahead,
Jalen.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor, Devonta Smith. We had Jalen Reagor, Devonta Smith, Jake Ferguson. We had all these guys in a dunk contest together when I was at Bleacher Report when we went to the opening. These guys can hoop. They are hoopers. And I played with a guy, Quentin Person, who was I think he was a runner-up state player of the year in basketball as a point guard. And he got cooked by Ivory Latta. Ivory Latta, obviously, she just got inducted into the UNC Hall of Fame, into the Women's Ring of Honor. Like, it's just a different world. But if you want to start putting a bunch of football players onto, and I'll say this, when we played at Woolen, we were a problem. Like, we could score, we could get off, but man, we also fouled a lot of people.
Yeah. I would say most football players, if they could choose, would be in the NBA. It's just sometimes they're not blessed with the height, and they're all hoopers. They all love basketball. But I'll say this, and this is hard for me to wrap my mind around or believe in, but if you had to pick between the two and take 10 from each sport, I think it would be easier, and easier is probably the wrong word, for the NBA players to make the transition, only a handful of them, the transition and find them a position on a football field and actually be effective more than taking NFL guys and throwing them in the NBA. Simply just because athletically they can do it. It's just going to be if they have the mental aspect of being able to take that hit to the head every single play.
Yeah, that's the, like, we're not talking about, so what we're really talking about are skill positions, right? We're talking about a wide receiver. We're talking about a corner.
We were trying to move the big ends. We're talking about the NC
Yeah.
State guy, the post player for NC State.
DJ Burns.
At 280, that maybe he could play a little tackle.
I think he would be a great left tackle in pass protection, but you start getting into the run game, he may be like, yo, I don't like this linebacker who's 6'5", running a 4.3, putting his face mask through my sternum.
You know
I
what
don't
nobody
like that.
said, though? And this was pointed out to me by somebody. Nobody said either one of these groups of dudes can translate to play baseball. It's a whole different animal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Some have.
There's a
That
lot
skill
of guys,
is so
there's
unique.
a lot of guys that can.
Yeah, there's some that have.
Bo Dion.
There's a lot of guys
Those are
that
the
can, a lot of guys that do.
I'm just
There's a
saying,
lot
like,
of guys that
if
can.
you didn't grow up playing baseball, you can't all of a sudden,
Right.
even as an elite
You have to
athlete in
grow up
football,
playing.
you're not going to pop out there and be like, I can hit 300. No way.
Yeah, you have to grow up playing baseball, golf, same thing.
Yeah.
You have to
Tennis.
grow up playing it, and that's how you have to transition. Like that's the only way it can be a transition. Is you have to grow up playing it. I think that basketball and football are sports that you can pick up a little bit later in life, but you have to grow up. And I don't know. This is something I've thought about a lot. Is because I've got a 6-year-old, and I'm trying to get her into stuff. And
tennis and golf.
You got to do this early because if you don't do it early, if you don't pick up the raw skills early, it's not a thing you can just pick up later.
Yeah. If I could go over again, I would have forced my kid into golf academies.
You
as
know
a
what's
kid.
going to be
I've been
the?
like, you're going to be a pro golfer.
I might have to.
You know what's going to be the professional sport that most athletes can.
Pickleball.
Pickleball. See, imagine Tyreek Hill out there.
Oh,
if he had touch and good play, yeah,
right.
Maybe. Yeah.
And I'm in the throw. I can't hear about pickleball or golf because I'm in the throes right now of my pool is about to open this weekend, which is my wife can't wait for the pool to open. And then I also am in the throes of the Wells Fargo Championship, which has completely
Charlotte.
destroyed my schedule. Like I have to go to school a different way because the road I drive down is close.
All right, let's talk about
So
let's talk about the WNBA then, Michael. That's fine. We can move on to something
Yes,
else.
love it.
Okay, let me ask your thoughts on this. As a journalist and a former Division I athlete, the Greg Doyle situation with Caitlin Clark, I was a little dumbfounded by how seriously they're taking it. And I got to think, I can almost hear Pat Bradley in the back of my head saying, this ain't the whole story. There's got to be more to this, right? He makes one weird, creepy comment to Caitlin Clark at a press conference, and all of a sudden they're like, you can write about this team, but you can't go to their games. It's so weird to me. For those who missed the clip, here's the comment. You might want to watch the video. The problem with the video is you can't see him. All you can see is her. So I don't know how weird he looked or didn't, but I've been reading his stuff for years. I mean, I don't think the guy's he's a good journalist. He's a good writer. Anyway, this is the clip, and then I want to get your thoughts on this. This is a guy who covers athletes now.
Hi, Caitlin. Greg Doyle, Indy Star. Real quick, let me do this.
You like that?
I like that you're here. I like that you're here.
I do that at my family after every game, so.
Okay, well,
pretty
let's
cool.
start doing it to me, and we'll be able to get along just fine. So, question is.
Creepy, weird, a little bit, but does that warrant not being allowed to cover the team in person?
I don't think it warrants not being allowed to cover the team in person. I think that there needs to be. Personally, as someone who is a journalist and someone who's worked in the space, I think you've got to. I don't know, man. Like you and I've talked about this, like off air, and some of these guys are weird, dude.
I mean,
we talked about this. Like,
yeah, there's got to be more to the story, though, Michael. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. And obviously, having covered her in college and
Greg.
tried to cover her through college, and obviously covered some of the women's Final Four.
Sure.
Like there's something else there.
Yeah.
And
Greg.
so there's something else. And if she's not comfortable, then hey, maybe he doesn't get to go.
Well, you talk about making
And
a
I think
terrible
that's
first impression. Just absolutely
We
awful.
can't start. Hold on, I got something to say about that. We can't start not letting reporters cover their home teams because an athlete feels uncomfortable.
This is 100% on the Indianapolis Star. They made the choice. They suspended him for 2 weeks.
I'm not saying I don't care whose fault it was. I don't care if it's his own employer. That is insane to me
Nobody
to
said
not
that.
let him cover.
Nobody
it.
said that.
No, he just said.
Michael insinuated that, but that's not.
No,
that's
no.
not-
Yeah, no, I don't think he said that. But I'm just saying that made me think. Oh, if the athlete's uncomfortable.
I did say.
No, I'm saying
I didn't.
I'm
saying, and what I'm talking about is this dynamic of man-woman, not athlete-reporter.
Yeah. No, I'm talking
That's
about.
what I'm talking
yeah. I got you. I'm just saying she didn't necessarily say, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable with this guy."
No. But I'm
that-
just saying, if she had said from that one statement, like I'm saying with you, it has to be more than this.
The star,
Because that was not enough. I don't care if she is uncomfortable. That's not enough.
He's done something else there because it's like, Greg, we've told you not to be weird and creepy,
Well,
and
now
you continue
that,
to
yeah,
do
if
it.
there's a continued pattern, that's a different.
There's got to be something more too, because
There you
just
go.
that one bad
But
press
nothing
conference.
else has been brought up.
Yeah, but he's suspended for 2 weeks for a reason. That ain't it.
You think
That's
there
why
has to be a
that's
pattern?
why I tried to lay the groundwork.
Yeah.
That's why I tried to lay that groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
I said, like, there's clearly something more here, and truly, like, okay, and if it's a thing that makes her feel that way.
Well,
I'm not worried about
especially when
her
she's
feelings
going
at
through-
all. I think it's about how the Indianapolis Star thinks he's representing them, and they're embarrassed by his behavior.
Well,
There
I'm
does have to
sure-
be something.
Do you think there's a scenario where they just got maybe feedback from other people who says that rubbed us the wrong way, and maybe that's their way of saying, okay, we hear this crowd and they're becoming a little bit louder, and we don't want it to make it a deal. We want to show that we don't tolerate what they assume is happening. Hey, we're just going to suspend you, rest under the road, because it'd be different if Caitlin Clark comes out and says that doesn't bother me at all.
It would help him a lot if she would.
It would, and I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Now, if she went back and said something to
Like this-
PR,
He's
then the
been sending
PR
me- he's
people
been sending
relate
me
it to the
emails.
Star.
She did act
That's
like she
different.
was assaulted when that lady ran on the
Yeah.
floor, and she reached out and basically created the contact, but that's okay.
So is he
has a history
suspended
of
from
weird
that for
comments.
2 weeks or from the?
He was suspended from the paper for
Yes,
2
he
weeks. He's not allowed to go
For the
cover the
whole
game in
year.
person
You hear
for the rest of the year. What?
He has a history of weird comments.
Okay, like what?
Beautiful
Yeah,
U.S.
he does.
Olympian
That's
Wowo
what
Jones,
I'm getting kissed.
a
Okay.
virgin. If she
Because-
married Tebow, what a honeymoon.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's pushing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
okay,
is-
yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He used
He
to
has
work
some
for,
other ones, too.
What did he used to work for USA Today.
Mm-hmm. That should
or,
be an indictment
excuse me,
enough.
CBS Sports. He used to work for CBS Sports. Went back to local. Like, he's got a history of other things.
Yeah.
Well, Justin said there had to be a history, and now we've got one. I'm with you. You say that, okay.
Yeah,
Next thing
get
you're
him
done.
far as way as possible.
All right, Michael, this is very off topic today, so here we are, and that's fun. But we got to go, and tell your wife I hope she enjoys the pool, and I'm sorry about the traffic that you're having to deal with, but I hope the golf tournament's over soon.
It's all good.
Okay.
Michael, Rookie of the
We're
Year
going
in the
to-
NFL. Rookie of the Year in the NFL. Who you got? Want to bet somebody?
Michael Penix Jr.
I'm going to go Cooper DeJean.
Ooh.
I like it. Could he play in the NBA?
Yeah.
Because he's got some baller skill. I've seen the guy go.
Dude, I know. This guy can hoop. I know. No, he's an Iowa kid, too, huh?
Too short.
Right? Like, not
Too short.
Iowa State, I know, but
6'3"?
he's from the state of Iowa.
For the NBA.
Xavier
So,
Worthy.
I know
From tiny
he's
town
been on your
Iowa.
radar for a minute.
Yeah, he's from a little town in Iowa, too, like not even a big school. He didn't go to Dowling
Yeah,
like
like-
Caitlin Clark did. Anyway, all right.
Iowa's having a moment right now.
Yeah, they're having a year, aren't they? How about it? Hey, we got to run, man. I appreciate the time. Enjoy
Go do your thing.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you guys.
See you, man. Thanks about the Doyle drop in, Christian. That's interesting. That's how do you get like that? Why you gotta be like that?
Just weird.
It's weird.
It's so dumb. And how does an editor not go? I don't think we want to put this in this column.
How
Bub."
many times has somebody told him, stop being weird?
Probably a lot.
Wonder why you're lonely and your man's not calling. You keep falling, victim 'cause you're insecure.
Fun in the sun this summer with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union and their Fun Loans. Fun Loans are where family memories are made, whether it's a new boat, travel trailer, RV, motorcycle, or an ATV. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, providing family memories with Fun Loans for residents in Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties.
Boating and fishing season is in full swing. One of America's top center console boats is now available right here in Arkansas at Gregor Marine in Hot Springs. Regulator Marine is one of the finest center consoles in the world. Feel the difference quality makes. Schedule your Regulator sea trial today. Check out the boats at regulatormarine.com and in person locally at Gregor Marine, 4903 Central Avenue in Hot Springs. Call Gregor Marine at 501-525-1818. That's 501-525-1818.
Y'all, there's a cruise ship in Foxcroft in the heart of Little Rock. Okay, it's the Little Rock Racket Club, but like a cruise ship, it's full of activities for the whole family, beginning with 3 swimming pools, including that scenic 50-meter lap pool, and then everything from pickleball to polo, as long as it's preceded by Marco. During May, 40% off the joining fee. Call Mavis or Amy, 501-225-5711. The Little Rock Racket Club, with more smiles per gallon.
Spruce up your home sweet home and kick back and relax with the feeling of, with Lazy Boy of Little Rock's Memorial Day sale. Savings up to a whopping 50% off on select items and at least 30% off store-wide. With extended hours so you'll have plenty of time to shop till you drop. And when you do drop into Don't miss out on the Memorial Day sales event of the year at Lazy Boy, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy!
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it, like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer, 501-568-0040, or online at arkansastruck.com, and ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or X if you're a nerd. Now, let's get back into The Zone. Here we go, yo.
All right, short segment went a little long there with Michael Felder. Let me see if JK is hanging on. We'll get him in on 661-1037. Live fan feedback brought to you by True Service Community Federal Credit Union through our Listen Live button or the text line. D3 Auto Sales text line, same number. What's up, JK?
Hey, I got a question for you guys. DJ, if you were going to say this NBA route, you being a football player, what kind of workout regimen?
You're very muffled. I can't understand what you're saying.
He said if I'm going to go the NBA route, what workout regimen would I follow besides football?
What workout regimen would you follow?
What different regimen would you follow for an NFL guy going in the NBA and vice versa? And I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
I wouldn't be worried about benching the most. I wouldn't be worried about squatting the most.
In the NBA?
Oh, yeah. I'd focus more on explosive movements.
No, Kevin Durant did 225 once.
Yeah. No, 135.
He didn't do 225.
Yeah, he didn't do 225.
He was the only one.
He couldn't.
He was the only one.
He had to go down to 185 or 1.
He got 185 once.
Yeah, and so no, and then
I brought that up. You guys are very specific about that. It's a good memory.
No, I would say that would be the biggest thing, and obviously losing a ton of weight. Yeah, you got to be small
for the NBA. Smaller.
This is Pat Bradley for Brewskis. Everybody thinks about Brewskis for watching sports or having a great night out. But what about Brewskis for lunch? Both locations open at 11 a.m. 7 days a week with all your pub grub favorites. Friendly service, kitchen all-stars are ready to serve you. Or, if you're not in a hurry, have a couple cold ones. Happy hour starts at 11 a.m. too. Brewskis, you're home for lunch, happy hour, and late night now with 2 locations, downtown Little Rock and the brand new location in Lakewood Village, North Little Rock.
Let's talk game. Practices recently wrapped up with the annual spring game, and the team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best, and there's no better time to get started than right now, this spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, get your results back in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice a little weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to betsaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
Breaking news, information, big name guests, entertainment, and sports. It's all right here on 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
Buzz News with KARK's Hillary Hunt.
Weather, the big story overnight after a tornado touched down in Hot Springs, trailing a path of destruction. We're still learning more this morning, but we do know several homes had their roofs ripped off by the storm. And more than 7,000 customers are waking up without power in Garland County this morning as crews work to restore it. And a judge denied part of a lawsuit against the Arkansas Learns Act while also parting sides with those who filed it. The judge's ruling denied the portion of the suit that claims Section 16 of the Learns Act violates the First and 14th Amendments. The judge also ruled teachers in the suit cannot be disciplined or prevented from teaching topics in regards to critical race theory. This has been Hillary Hunt for the Buzz Radio Network.
Tune in each week to Out of Bounds to hear from team captain Kendall Diggs. Omaha is the goal, and we're looking for a great season. Kendall Diggs is brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Pat Walker.
We've got another hot, breezy day ahead. A high of 89 in Little Rock with a partly cloudy sky. About a 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm today, but tonight's when severe storms will be likely again. An 80% chance of rainfall and thunderstorms tonight with a low around 64. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Riverfront Steakhouse Special. Dinner for two for $60. 10-ounce filet, fried shrimp, 2 sides, and our famous salad bar. Only $60. Good Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
The Can-Am sales event is in full swing at all Bradford Marine and ATV locations. 2022 Ryker Rally motorcycles with up to $2,000 in discounts and financing as low as 1.99%. Always ride responsibly and safely and observe applicable laws. Remember that riding and alcohol and drugs don't mix.
Motorcycle riders are just like you and me. They could be your neighbor, your friend, your doctor, or maybe the pastor in your local church. More motorcycles are on the road than ever before in Arkansas, and it's time we started looking out for them. Look back a second time before you make that turn, or before you pull out in an intersection. It might take 2 seconds, but it just might save a neighbor's life. Take 2 for Arkansas. It's worth it. Look twice for motorcycles. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Yes, we've got Bear on the line with a question for Trey. Bear, what's your question?
Hey, Randy, this is Bear, first-time listener, long-time caller. I wanted to ask Trey about Sanders Ground Essentials. I know they're real 5-star guys wanted by everybody. I heard they have an excellent weed control and fertilization program, and they do customized plans based on annual soil results for all their customers. I just want to know what you guys have heard. I'm going to hang up and listen now.
Bear, you should call them at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
Looking for some fun on Tuesday nights? Well, look no further than Boudreaux's Grill and Bar on Maumelle Boulevard. Tuesday nights is trivia with Roger Scott, where the competition heats up and the laughs never end. But hey, it's not just about trivia. Indulge in their Cajun delights, from the crispy catfish beignets to the succulent fried gator and those oh-so-tempting crawfish tails. So if you're craving a taste of Louisiana right here in North Little Rock, Boudreaux's Grill and Bar is a place to be, with happy hour from 3 to 6, 7 days a week. It's where good food, good drinks, and good friends come together. See y'all there.
I'm the guy that never gives 5 stars because I never believe that anything is perfect. But I would give them 20 stars if I could.
Ernest Stellar Review belongs to QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments. They came through when he badly needed relief for his aching knees, and doctors had told him that surgery was the only option.
What they're doing is cutting edge, and it really helps. And I'm a tough sell.
QC Kinetics is led by National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, a pioneer in this field. With 20 years of clinical work, tons of research, teaching, publishing in non-surgical natural pain treatments. These are the medical pros to trust.
I'm living my life basically pain-free from what I was dealing with, so I'm a happy camper today, no doubt about it.
QC Kinetics. Call today to see if you're a candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Megatron, I've picked up the buzz on the radio.
I'm a big fan of Gwatney Unplugged.
I listen to it at 9 a.m. every Saturday myself. Watch this. I can turn into a Gwatney punch truck.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go to Hennessy anyway.
Hour 3, 12:07. We only got a few minutes with Kevin Kelley, so let's make sure we thank our friends over at the Little Rock Athletic Club. Coach, I appreciate you and DJ letting us come out and play a little pickleball with you guys the other day.
Always fun, isn't it?
It was awesome when I got home, and my girlfriend's like, what happened? I was bleeding. She's like,
oh, yeah, you went
I had dived for a ball. It's like, that's a pickleball injury?
Yeah.
And she was like, at one moment, super impressed, and at one moment, terribly embarrassed.
I haven't said anything, but since you just
I went there.
My finger is killing me. When I
guys.
when I dove for that one ball, and now that I go back, I wish I watched that on tape because I felt like I had a slow motion dive. Like I thought I was going for it, but I wasn't.
But like an old man going into a warm bath.
But the joint right here is just, it's not the same.
I do appreciate you guys diving for balls.
My boy's 28 years old, and he called me the next day. He's like, man, I'm sore. He's like, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, good.
But it's different.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're using muscles that push and off and stuff.
Well, he doesn't sprint normally. I mean, they play a little pickup game, I think, sometimes.
Hey, I played with Lane Hatcher Monday.
Yeah.
Of course, he's just
all out all the time.
And everything.
Oh, yeah.
He dove 15 times in 2 games.
Dang.
I mean, he's all over the place. I'm like, you're going to hurt your shoulder.
Yeah, calm down.
You know, you got to pass the ball. But no, I do want to thank Little Rock Athletic Club, and not only thank them, they're having a special through May 31st, 40% off. They're joining fee still, and take advantage of it because the summer. I mean, it's always good. It's always good with anything to work out on in tennis and pickleball and things for your kids, and you can drop them off. You got no excuse for not working out. But pool season's here. And that's about to open up, and you're going to want to go to the pool and get a workout, go out there, take in some sun, get the vitamin D, look good, drink something, feel good about life, play with your kids. Got a kiddie pool over there they can do. They've got it all. Little Rock Athletic Club, 40% off. We absolutely love it.
I like the recovery room.
They love the ice plunge. Have you taken the cold plunge?
I've done the cold plunge, but I also like a room. That's where we should go after we play pickleball next time. 15 minutes. They got these big igloo-looking chairs you sit in, give you a full-body massage. You can put some little compression Normatec things on your leg, flush out. That's what we need next time, Justin.
I want to use the food at the pickleball place. I haven't eaten the food there. You know, They got that little go around the end. They got a little diner right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a diner, bar, food.
They got food.
Probably, yeah. It's good food.
Is it healthy? They got some healthy options, I bet.
They do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're at the Athletic Club.
They have like these these meals in the fridge with macros on them, so people who track those, and they're super healthy.
I'm getting onion rings in a minute.
What's a macro?
What's a macro?
Stop.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You never heard of macros?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what that means.
It's 100 calories. What percentage of that is fat, protein, carbs?
Gotcha.
And so they apparently, if you tweak the macro, depending on what percentage is what you want. If you want to lose weight, gain weight, you want to shred, you just follow your macros.
Do you think it's possible for you and I to shred?
I always used to say no, but then yes.
Anybody can do it, right?
But anybody can shred, but some people with short muscle attachments are going to look better and more cut up.
Yeah, they are.
Always. And look more shredded.
I've never had a six-pack, never did this. There's always some stuff. I just wanted to be like a sculptor, and I never thought it was possible until like 3 to 4 years ago I got there. Now, I was going through a really tough breakup, and I was super depressed, so it was easy. I didn't drink.
Ebony, I need you to dump DJ for about a month.
Oh, my gosh. If Ebony dumped me, I'd be shredded in 2 months.
The only thing that makes me look like a sculpture, I don't want to talk about that part of my anatomy. So the rest of it, like, not close. But, like, if you look at the David, like, there's only one thing we got in common. And I'm not proud of it.
And it's getting harder. You're how old now?
It's the hair, actually.
You're 50?
50, Coach.
And
Thank
you're
you.
30.
You've still got time.
Are you looking at me? I don't
36.
know.
You still got time, my friend. We have no time. 50, it's tough to shred at 50.
I got about a 6-year window.
I had like a 3 or a 4 pack about a year ago when we opened up.
That's impressive.
Well, because when I first started doing the rings,
Yeah.
I just quit eating and started doing the rings. And I shredded some fat, and I had like not a full 6, but I had 4. I had like a rip.
Oh, I'd be thrilled with 4.
Oh, my, I'd be thrilled with 2.5.
I haven't seen one yet.
It's there.
Yeah, you got one.
They're all in there.
Yeah,
they're all in there.
That's a fact. They're in
I've told
there.
you before, it's my oldest saying I ever had. I only believe in 2 things completely on faith, Jesus and my abs. I've never seen either one, but I totally believe they're there.
They're there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a 1-pack back. I'm back to a 1-pack.
Yeah.
That's still
I
good.
can feel them in there. Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I got an itch, but I'm feeling for abs.
It's not there.
There's a little bit of this thing right here. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like,
I love your faith.
I need to go
thing.
get some
I
suction.
love the faith thing because they're there.
I know they are.
They are.
I believe in them. All right, Coach, you got to go.
I do.
We'll let you get out of here.
It's fun.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You got work to do. Thank you for coming up, and thanks to the Little Rock Athletic Club. We need another pickleball outing soon.
We do.
I'm all
Just
healed
let
up
me know.
again.
Love it.
I need to bleed again.
Yeah. No. Hey, we need to get you. We need to get you 30 minutes of practice before we start. Just let you get all the.
I'm just gonna have 10 bad games.
Just let you get all the frustration
that
out
was
early.
a long layoff.
Because you got good after you got the frustration.
I'd had a long layoff of not playing, so it took me a long time.
Pickleball's like golf. Pickleball's like golf. No, go out, and if you don't play it all the time, you can't expect to be great at it all the time. And then we get frustrated. It's like if I go out and play golf right now and I hit a bad shot, I'm gonna be pissed, want to throw my club. I don't deserve to hit a good shot. I haven't played much, you know. And it is very much like golf in that.
I've gotten golf better about that. Tennis, racket
You're
sports.
good at golf though.
I have my moments. Racket sports have always been super frustrating to me. Because there's a combination of touch and going all out.
Yeah.
I need something where I'm going to go out all the time.
Yeah.
And pickleball is a little closer than like tennis was frustrating to me because I'm like, you got to have the touch. You got to kind of, a little drop shot, a little lob. But I got to chase that one down and try to smash one down the line, or I got to hit a serve as hard as I can. It's a hard one. I need one that's either all or nothing. You know what I mean?
Not a lot of those.
No.
I'll say this.
That's why I was a sprinter. It's like run as fast as you can until it's over.
Right.
I like that.
I try to be respectful when playing sports against competitors, and you're a competitor. But you make it hard to not laugh sometimes. Yeah.
When you and I were playing, DJ might have had a couple giggles. He had a couple giggles.
But I would always do it respectfully. I would turn around and walk the other way. And I would just hear Justin behind me
You'd hear the paddle going clack.
I hear the paddle hit, and I would hear a combination of words, and I'm just trying to keep it together.
I didn't swear.
Did you not?
Not once.
I am so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
You do talk crap to yourself, though.
I
shouldn't say that, man.
I'm my own worst enemy, but I'm also, I believe in negative reinforcement, and I negatively reinforce myself.
I am for myself.
And Coach negative reinforced me, too.
No,
He's like, that lob is never going to work. Quit doing that.
The only funny part is like the obvious ones where you can clearly get it done, and you just...
Those are the bad ones.
Just don't.
Makes you so mad.
Yeah.
I want you to know something.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue at all if you laugh at me when I'm being stupid and yelling at myself.
I don't know.
It's got to be hilarious.
When you were the maddest... If we would have just started giggling, you'd have got madder.
I swear I wouldn't have.
You would too.
You were getting there.
Would he have gotten madder if he would have seen
he was
us
starting
giggling?
to turn red?
I'm only mad at me,
he
though.
was getting there.
Some hair fell out. Some of your hairs fell out.
What you guys do has no bearing on whether or not I'm mad at myself.
You know
That's
what
100%
I
on
knew
me.
was really mad is when we didn't take a break in between games. He said, run it back.
We had taken a break every game, getting drinks, hanging out, talking. No, run it right back.
I'm tired. I need a drink of water. No, run it back.
I'm gonna rest my legs.
It's not that tiring. Come on.
No. He's bleeding. You gonna wipe the blood off, Justin? No, I don't want to wipe the blood off. Let's go.
Let's go. I can't win standing over here. Let's go.
Can't win standing.
I get wound up, man.
Oh,
this is all I got.
Hey, I get it.
I had an aunt once. We were talking, man, and we was like, I was a high school athlete. Like I'm like 17, 18, and she's like, we were playing Trivial Pursuit, and like she was out for blood, and she's like, I don't get to do sports anymore. This is all I got. And I was like, now I'm 50. I get it.
It's fair.
R.I.P. Aunt Beth. I get it.
When I walked in this morning, I was in a sour mood. I don't know if y'all could tell.
No.
From my house to here, and from here to Sheridan, I count how many cars I pass, and I try not to get past. And I was 12-0.
Yeah.
Coming into this light.
You are a psychopath.
I was 12-0 coming into this light, and some lady, and God bless you, woman, that was in a white SUV-ish looking thing. I had to slow down, and she passed me right before the light, so I was 12-1 walking in. I was pissed off.
That's wild. You
are
keep
a
up with that.
lunatic.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
count.
cool.
One time I
You think
passed.
I'm a nut job.
One time I passed 78 cars going to Sheridan.
Wow.
That is wild.
I know.
You do that every time you drive?
Try to. Life is full of competitions.
How about that?
You got to find a way to compete when you're old.
I don't know if I could. I used to try to count the bridges up to Northwest Arkansas, and I always lose count.
Oh, how many are there, roughly?
Do it next time. I have no idea.
No idea.
Do it next time
There's
you
like
drive.
7.
Sometimes I forget. It's like, oh, no, there's a
Do
lot
you
more.
count the
More than-
bridges that kind of go over land?
Every bridge.
Any bridge.
So if it's a bridge.
Every bridge. Do that next time.
If I remember, I will.
Yeah.
DJ, I have the great curse. You don't even realize what I have to go through. I should probably have a therapist full time.
What do you do?
I'm incredibly competitive and I'm not good at anything. It's really a bad combination of things. You have no idea what I go through. It's a hell I live in.
You can be good at passing people.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
what I'm good at.
I do like to
Find your
drive.
things.
I do like to drive fast. I will
Yeah,
give myself
okay.
that.
There you go.
Thanks, Coach. You gave me a reason, a purpose.
Hey,
keep
just
going.
count today how many cars you passed on the way home.
All right, suckers. Well, I only drive like 2 minutes home, but
Hey,
okay.
then you got a lot of work to do.
All right, I'm gonna go fast. Go fast.
See you guys. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
Awesome.
See you, Coach.
Oh my gosh, we're all over the place. What's new?
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right, tell me if you guys are into this idea. Keanu Reeves,
Yes.
Sandra Bullock,
Oh, Speed 3, hopefully.
Speed 3.
Oh, bring it.
He said we'd knock it out of the park,
Speed 2
says
is trash.
Reeves. He said, before I die, before I leave this planet, I do think, oh, this is Sandra talking, that Keanu and I need to do something in front of the camera. Are we, in wheelchairs with walkers? Maybe. We on little scooters at Disneyland? Also, apparently, they had a crush on each other when they were filming Speed, but neither one told the other. This was,
I could feel it on camera.
Keanu was talking to Ellen about it, and he's like, we were working together. Like, yeah. And she's like, well, have you ever had a romantic thing with a coworker or co-star?
They married?
And he's like, so she's like, so yes.
Dang.
So Speed 3, we down for that?
I'm down.
Speed 2, what happened?
Keanu wasn't in Speed.
Right, but she was.
I don't remember.
No,
She
Speed
was,
2.
Sandra Bullock was in it.
They
Yes, she
they
was.
ended up. It was a boat and kind of the
Yeah, it
same
was a cruise
thing,
ship, wasn't it?
a cruise ship, and it got to the same point where they had to jump. Just, it's too much.
But you still won 3?
I don't know. Maybe
What are they going to do now, on a motorcycle?
I was a little weird when in Speed 1 when he says, because they jumped the bridge on the bus.
Sure, that's normal.
And then they got on the train. He says we got to jump the track. It's like I don't think it works like that.
Yeah.
But they went for it.
You guys had enough Yellowstone, or you want some more?
Oh, give me as much as possible.
The romance fan favorites Beth and Rip could continue beyond Yellowstone, according to Cole Hauser, who plays Rip. The final episodes are set to begin production sometime this year, but Hauser suggests the characters played by himself and Kelly Riley could have a future beyond the show's 5th season closer. I'd watch Beth and Rip, a show called Beth and Rip, and it's just them.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with
You
that.
going to name it something or Beth and Rip?
Beth and Rip. Joni Loves Chachi was a show after Happy Days. I'd be fine with that.
I would like to know how all that got settled. They got one more season coming out?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, they're filming the last part of
Isn't
it.
it without?
No.
Is it without Costner, or is he in it?
I don't know.
He has to be in it, right?
He needs the money, probably. He's paying off his ex-wife. Hanging out with Jewel.
That's what he's doing?
Yeah, him and Jewel been doing it. I mean, dating.
Doing it, huh?
I don't know about
Yeah, doing it and doing it.
I don't know what they're doing. I just know they're hanging out. We got some new Coke today. It's National Coke Day. Thanks to our friends at the local Coke office. Appreciate them very much for dropping some off. It was quite good. They have the new, they apparently also distribute. So I looked it up. My buddy's like, Coke is not or Dr. Pepper's not a Coke product. But Leslie, our friend over at Coke, brought in this Dr. Pepper with the coconut cream, which, by the way, I had the zero sugar version. It was phenomenal. But in the South, it is distributed by Coca-Cola. And in the South Korean market. But the rest of the world, apparently, it's managed by Keurig Dr. Pepper Company. I don't know why that is. I don't know how that works, but so be it. Justin, did you know Cole Hauser's the great-grandson of Mr. Warner of Warner Bros.? I sure didn't. My buddy says there's no way DJ can walk across a balance beam 4 inches of the width of a parking lot stripe. I just tried to walk a straight line on the stripe in my parking lot. I couldn't do it. No way he could do it on an elevated
Are you
beam.
inebriated?
Yeah, I'm about to say he
may be hungover.
I think you just realized you are unathletic.
Oh, boy.
Did it just hit him today?
I think he
walking
was
across
aware.
that stripe.
I saw him fall down, break his kneecap one time, just walking down the street. So
yeah.
Anyway, in a move that's been eagerly awaited by cookie enthusiasts, so this is my lead-in from the chip, the
Chip thing.
Coke thing. We're moving from Coke to cookies. If you're looking for health food today, we're here. Chips Ahoy is breaking new ground with a certified gluten-free chocolate chip cookie. Hits shelves this month. It's called Chips Ahoy Gluten-Free.
What a good name.
They put the whole team on that. I guess they spent so much time and research making the cookie, they didn't even get the marketing people on board. I think that's all you got to say, though. I don't know what the gluten thing is.
I don't even know what it is.
People are gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
I think gluten's like, I don't know what it is.
What,
I'm not a doctor.
what is it? Like if I were to make bread, it's something I'd put in there that would make it gluten?
Gluten-free? I don't know.
Isn't it a sugar?
I don't know.
Could we be dumber?
I don't know. I'm not gluten-free, so I'm not going to eat anything gluten-free.
My sister, I think, is she's anti-gluten, but I think she'll eat it. I don't even know. Sylvester Stallone, I don't know about him. He seems like he eats a lot of protein. He's still in pretty good shape for his age. He's in his 70s, for God's sakes. Is he 80 yet? He's in his 70s. Yeah. Serious watch collector. He's selling 11 of his prime timepieces, and he is set to make millions of on them. He bought one for $2.5 million that's going to get over $5 million apparently at auction.
Wow.
There's some version of this watch that he has that sold for over $31 million at a charity auction. Yes. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. All we're doing is trying to tell time, and I'm all for the jewelry aspect of it. DJ wears watches that don't even work right.
They don't even tick.
But they just look good.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, hey, what time is it? You're going to pull out your phone and go.
100%.
So that's why I say I do not need a watch.
I look at my wrist empty and then look at a clock, tell somebody what time it is. Stupid. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Is this a sellout or a sign of the times? After 114 years, the Boy Scouts of America is changing its name and rebranding as Scouting America. They say it's to reflect their ongoing commitment to welcome every youth and family member from America.
Well, didn't they do away with Girl Scouts or something, and so Girl Scouts have been doing Boy Scouts or something?
Girl Scouts are not done away with.
Oh, okay.
Sir. Bought some cookies this year, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much. But the Boy Scouts, I think, is welcoming girls now, so now they're Scouting America. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the Girl Scouts are real happy about it. But I haven't talked to the Girl Scouts of late about anything but Samoas.
Well, we read it this morning, and I think specifically what they were trying to do was to make it sound more appealing if there were kids with different beliefs, or maybe made some changes.
Some changes?
Yeah.
Like switch teams?
Something like that.
I was never a scout. Did you guys scout?
No.
Scout?
No. I always thought it would have been cool to, like, but I never got around
I always
to
thought it was super dorky because my friends that were scouts were dorks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like you guys, but no.
In Desark, Arkansas, wasn't much of a Boy Scout.
Yeah. Not much Boy Scout community there?
No.
I'm sure it's cool. My opinion as a child was these dudes are dorks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to wear the goofy uniform. I don't want to be a weebelo. I don't want to.
Badges on?
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. Like, I don't want to go out and learn how to make a campfire. Like, I can burn some stuff. I don't know. I'm sure it's great. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm just telling you my perception was as like a 9-year-old. But I was wrong a lot as a youngster. I was right more often than not, though.
You think you were right about the Boy Scouts?
Martin Lawrence is coming to town, guys. Saturday, April 5th. Mark your calendar. Would you pay money to go see Martin, yes or no?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely, me too.
No question.
You know why?
Because he's funny.
Because he's funny.
Actually funny.
He's actually funny.
Yeah.
$49.50 is where tickets start, all the way up to $129.50. Tickets available this Friday at 10 a.m. He is coming April 5th. That's the thing I do like about comedians. They're like, hey, we're putting a show on sale this week. When's the show? Next week. Like, I remember when I bought Chappelle tickets, he came like 10 days later.
Wow.
When he came to
Don't
Robinson.
play. Get to it.
Because they can sell it like that. It's weird about
I'm not
how
worried
comedy
about
shows.
it.
But, like, I have music. Like, I have bought concert tickets a year in advance. I'm like, oh, damn. I forgot that I bought those. Like, I have tickets already to the Avett Brothers. They're playing in September.
My mom has Aerosmith tickets. We got her for Christmas. I'm not even sure when the date is. It's a while, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you'll buy them sometimes in, like, October for a July concert.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did you say that Martin Lawrence show was April 5th, though?
Uh-huh.
So next year?
Did I say April 5th? Yes. You're right. Maybe it is next year. That can't be right.
Just disregard everything we just said.
Yeah, no doubt. But I have been there for that. That's why it made sense to me. Christian, thank you. Good get. God, I'm so weird. I looked this up. I wanted it up. Damn it. Martin, come back. Is that right? That can't be right. I must have misread that.
Martin Lawrence at Simmons Bank Arena.
Yes.
Good one.
See when he's coming. Let me unwad all this crap. Gosh bless it. I can't find it. You just tell me. Anyway. Sorry, Martin. I'm really excited about. Oh, here it is, right here. I didn't even want it up. Saturday, April 5th at 8 p.m.
2025?
So, yeah, it has to be next year. Has to be.
April 25. They're a year in advance. Why are we doing this?
But other comedians, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
but other guys. It's so weird to me. That's so weird to me. Okay, last thing. I'm going to do birthdays. I actually have a couple birthdays today.
Okay.
You remember Oscar Mayer?
Wiener?
Yeah, the Wieners.
Yeah.
They have. I actually went back and watched the old commercials. Christians, did you get that?
I forgot to put it in.
That's okay. But anyway, it made me think about the old. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener, then everybody would be in love with me. Right. And actually, the bologna one with the little kids singing, it's way better. My bologna has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My bologna has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, because Oscar Mayer, blah, 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 blah.
You know that, but you don't know 877 Cash Now?
I do now.
That's wild.
What is that? G.J. Wentworth?
G. Wentworth.
J.G. or G.J.?
J.J.
J.G. Wentworth.
Oscar Mayer has introduced its latest innovations, stuffed dogs, which comes with different fillings and
give me
flavors.
Some cheese in there.
Cheese?
Ooh.
How about jalapeno cheddar?
Even better.
And how about chili cheese?
We'll have to wait and see.
Thank you. I agree 100%. The chili goes on the outside,
Yeah.
fella. Like the roses on Nuclear Lucia's lingerie. The rose goes on the front. I don't know. That seems weird. But the jalapeno cheddar, if you ever go to I guess they have them at the grocery store too, but I always think about going to Sam's or Costco. They get the sausages that are full of cheese or you get the ones with apple and an Asiago cheese or something. Oh, so good. Throw them on the grill. It's a great app, dude.
Yeah.
You can throw it in a bun.
On a bun?
On a bun.
On a bun.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all we got?
Yeah, that's all I got time for because we got to do What the Hell coming up. Let me get Rebecca in here and then we'll do birthdays in a second. We do have a couple of decent birthdays. Rebecca, welcome. What's up?
Good morning. First off, gluten is found in a lot of wheat, barley, grain products. Bread gives bread a stretchiness so you can chew it easier. So a lot of people, they have celiac disease. I only know that because I have a friend who's got it. So,
but
anyway.
What is gluten
I
like?
called because
oh, sorry.
I was talking about being competitive.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter-in-law didn't know how competitive my son was. And then she didn't know where he got it until we had a family game night.
Oh, yeah.
And we played boys against girls, men against women. And the women won, as we always do. She was looking at me, and she said, Carl, she said, now I know where you get it. I said, what? She said, he's always been competitive, and I wondered where he got it. Now I see. I said, yeah, he comes by that honestly.
Oh, yeah. What was the game
we
you were
love to
playing?
Play games. And
what was the game?
I cannot remember. I can describe it to you. It's this game that you pass around something that shows you in the window the name of something or a phrase, and you have to tell the people on your team. You can give them one word clues. You can't obviously say what it is, or else you get a strike against you. God,
Are there words you can't say? Is it taboo?
No, it's not taboo. It's like a hot potato, but that's not the name of the game. As soon as I hang up, I'll remember it, and I'll send it to you.
You can let us.
Text.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thanks, Rebecca.
Justin, I would love to have date night at the house.
Game night?
Game night, yeah. Christian, you two, all of us. Code Names. That's one of my favorite games.
What's that game?
What's that?
It's a big board, not a board, cards, and there's words on the card. You can be nurse, plane, grass, all types of things. Egypt, it's just words. You and me, if we're partners, I have a map of which ones are for me, but you can't see it. And then they would have a map of which ones are for them. They can't say it. I would give you a clue and say, if I were to say turf 3, you would look at the board and you would have to figure out which ones I'm trying to direct you to, just based off one word. Key is you may only get 2, but you have to remember the first clue for when we go for round 2, because I may try to throw you a bone. I think you'd be really good at it.
Okay.
I think you'd be really good at it.
So would
too.
it be like Egypt? You say Sphinx or something? He's like, okay.
Well, if it was Egypt, mummy, and sand, I would try to find one word to connect all of those to make you guess those on board.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Desert or something.
And then you would probably be like, okay, yeah, that one, this one, this one.
Sure, got it. Yeah, all right. As long as we beat the girls, it's cool. Gluten is a structural protein naturally found in certain cereal grains. The term gluten usually refers to a wheat's grains prolomins, specifically gluten proteins that naturally occur in many cereal grains. So there you go. It can trigger celiac disease. So for those of you suffering, I'm sorry.
Can't have that.
But hey, enjoy your Chips Ahoy. Birthday trivia for Razorback baseball tickets Friday night in Fayetteville, Arkansas, hosting the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. And you get to see the All-American Hagen Smith on the mound for Arkansas, the ERA leader in the
Country?
SEC.
Oh.
I don't know about the country. I haven't looked. He's got 125 strikeouts to his credit already. He is 9-0 on the season if you need him. You can watch win number 10 from our guy Hagen Smith on Friday night.
Coming.
Maybe.
I feel good about it.
All right, Doug, you're with DJ Williams.
He is the ERA leader in the country.
There you go. And Jeff, you're with Christian. So everybody else, save your fingers for the dial-in. On this day in history, May 8, 1958, President Eisenhower ordered the National Guard out of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. Pretty significant day.
Yeah.
1967, Muhammad Ali indicted for refusing induction into the U.S. Army.
Was he Cassius at that time?
No, don't believe so. He, I don't know what year he switched. He said he ain't got nothing against no Viet Cong. Remember that? On this day in 1973, Ernie Banks filled in for Cubs manager Whitey Lockman, who got ejected during the game, which technically made him the first African-American manager in Major League history.
There you go.
It's funny that his manager's name was Whitey.
Yeah.
That's a white name.
That
There's
is
no black guy named
extremely
That is
white
hilarious.
name.
I don't know what about Red. Probably because I'm Irish. And then on this day in 1984, Kirby Puckett had a debut in the major leagues. 4 singles. Pretty solid day for the old Rook. All right. This guy is an all-time Razorback great.
Quotes Williamson.
At the running back position.
Darren McFadden. Peyton Hillis.
Felix Jones.
Felix Jones, Christian Weaver.
I'd name
Very
all
correct.
out of the three. You named them.
You picked the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Mr. Jones today? And me.
39.
No.
40?
I got him at 37, if you believe that. Is that right?
How?
I don't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. How old am I? I was born.
He's 13 years younger than me. 37. He's 37.
His birthday is
Christian
today.
got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No.
I got that.
Tuesday.
I'm sorry. I'm so confused. You guys make me do math here while I'm thinking. Here we go. This, oh, you guys will never get this. So I was talking to people last night, and we were talking about Hall & Oates, and they were like, I cannot believe DJ did not know Hall & Oates. They were just shocked.
Why?
I don't know. I just figured you would. They're famous. This band is less famous.
Ooh, so I'm really not going to know him.
No chance in heck.
You don't think so? Will Christian know?
Yeah.
Dang it.
This is a great song, though. You should play this to Ebony tonight.
Ooh.
You know this
off
one?
a TV show.
Okay.
Captain and Tennille. Which one? Tennille?
Tennille. Tony Tennille. Captain's dead, I think, so
Yeah, I
it'd
think
be tough. How old is Tony Tennille today, Christian?
Tony Tennille is 82.
Nope.
81.
84. I'm not going to make you guys guess this one, but I just want to mention she's been a guest on the show before. Janet McTeer, who played the cartel attorney, and got her brains blown out. Join us on the show one day, DJ, before you came on. You ever watch Ozark?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the blonde, had the daughter.
Yeah.
She was the cartel attorney.
I know exactly who
yeah.
it is.
She was on the show once. Very nice. And
What's her name on the show? Helen?
Helen. Janet McTeer. Her birthday is today. She is 63. This guy's a singer. I don't know that we've got any of his music in this system. I know his dad's stuff.
Enrique Iglesias?
Wow, good get.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Did you give a clue?
He said we don't
I said,
have
I
his
don't know if
music,
we
but
have his
his
music,
dad's.
but we have his dad's. It is Enrique Iglesias.
Hero should be in there.
Bailamos. Anyway, how old is Enrique Iglesias today? Sorry, DJ.
Enrique is 47.
Is he still married to Kornikova?
Yes, he sure is. Best thing that ever happened to him.
Enrique is, you said 37?
47.
46.
49. This Hall of Fame NFL defensive back once cut off a finger.
Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott's correct, sir. Now that's toughness. Try that, NBA guy.
Yeah, right back in there.
Kind of need your finger.
Yeah, but it was only part of his finger. Says the guy who would never do that. 63 career interceptions. That's insanity. Ronnie Lott was a bad man. How old is he today?
Ronnie Lott. I think we've had him on the show before. Have we?
Maybe.
59.
Nope.
58.
65. Who's got it?
He's got it.
All right, 5-3. Comes down to this. I don't think you'll get this.
Great. Well, Christian?
No, I don't think so. I don't think either one of you get it.
So I'm about to get a bingo bango.
Okay. One of the main singers in Earth, Wind, and Fire. He
Philip
also.
Bailey.
Oh my God! Forget it. Philip Bailey, right out of the gate, boom. I love the duet he did with Phil Collins too, which I don't think we have in the system. Probably. What's that song called?
I don't know if I know it.
You do.
I'll Google it after.
Phil Collins and Philip Bailey was a great one. It was a big hit in the 80s.
I'm 35, by the way.
Good to know.
I just had to put it in the computer. I really didn't know.
How's Philip Bailey? Not that it matters.
Philip Bailey, Earth, Wind, and Fire coming in August. He is 74.
No.
He's 76.
73.
Ha! I went the wrong way every time. Every time.
Easy Lover. That's the name of the song.
Philip Bailey was on Easy Lover?
Philip Bailey and Phil Collins, Easy Lover.
She's an
Easy Lover. That's right. We could do that as a duet.
Only if I get to be Philip Bailey.
Obviously. You got the most soul. Phil Collins, man, he's got one of the most underrated careers of all time.
Turned out a lot of hits.
He made so much. He's got so much money. So dumb. Remember when he tried to get his wife to leave and she just wouldn't leave the house?
Yes, I do.
That was the whole thing. She was not an easy lover at all. Turns out, no. That song was not about her. Duet. You know the song, DJ?
Easy Lover. I've never heard it, though.
You never have?
Good one. It reminds me, it sounds like a song that could be in that movie The Last Dragon, where he was like the Black Bruce Lee. You ain't seen it?
Is a comedian in it?
Maybe.
I'm thinking of the Black Knight.
No. When he was like the bad guy, he was a karate guy, and his name was Show Nuff.
No.
You haven't seen that?
That sounds awesome. What's the name of it?
It's amazing. It's The Last Dragon. Can't believe you haven't seen that.
Oh, this is Philip Bailey. I never thought about that.
Gwatney Chevrolet, if you don't go there, you're going to regret it too. It is May. It's time to go get yourself a deal on a Silverado or a Malibu or an Equinox or Tahoe. And they've got a number of Suburbans and Tahoes on the lot. So if you're looking for a big SUV, I keep saying beach trip, but man, it is truly the vehicle to take to the beach. Just get one of those little hitch. You ever get one of those hitch racks? Like you put the hitch that connects in your hitch deal, and you get the rack in the back, and then you
for the beach.
Yep. You put all your chairs and stuff back there, and you obviously bungee cord it down.
Think I've done that?
Come on, man. You're like, that involves traveling. I am out on that. Anyway, if you're looking for a Tahoe or you're looking for a Suburban or something smaller, they got them all at Gwatney Chevrolet. And the deals they've got are all great. Help you out on the trade as well. And if you need financing, they got you there as well. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? Check out their website, GwatneyChevrolet.com, or just pop out and see them today. They'll take care of you. They always do. They've been doing it since 1957. Good long while. And don't be worried about the construction. I just went out there a couple days ago. Easy in, easy out. It's Gwatney Chevrolet. Back in a sec.
The
20th annual Double B's BuzzBQ is May 11th. Teams will once again compete in the highly competitive brisket category, sponsored by Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board. Get your tickets at buzzbq.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas football got an addition from an unexpected source as former Major League Baseball player Monty Harrison has walked on. Harrison, who was a 4-star receiver in the class of 2014, played in parts of 10 seasons in professional baseball. He was drafted in the second round of the MLB draft in 2014 and played in 50 total games in the big leagues from 2020 to 2022. The 6'3", 225-pound 28-year-old, who will be 29 at the start of the season, will play wide receiver for the Razorbacks. And in Arkansas basketball news, former Kentucky guard DJ Wagner will make a visit to Fayetteville this weekend. Wagner averaged 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Wildcats last year as a freshman. He has already picked up 3 crystal ball predictions to join the Razorbacks. If he does commit, it will be the 3rd Kentucky player from last year's team to follow John Calipari to Arkansas. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa, and guess what time it is? Yep, it's Mother's Day, and we have got the spa packages for that woman in your life, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your girlfriend, and our packages are starting at $99 this year. Yep, that's $99 for an entire spa package. Call us at 501-954-8888 or just get your gift card online, avabelladayspa.com. Happy Mother's Day.
Quality Outdoor Products in Alexander, your metal roofing superstore, has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or call Cal at 501-455-0240 about a new carport, metal building, or metal roofing supplies.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Are you ready for a better forklift experience? River Valley Tractor and Castle Forklift have teamed up to manage your material handling needs. From diesel, lithium, propane, and so much more, Castle's product line is versatile, ready for the next generation of consumers to make every job easier. Step into the future of forklift innovation. Choose Castle. Visit River Valley Tractor, your authorized Castle forklift dealers in Central Arkansas.
Robert Irwin Jewelers Mother's Day sale going on right now. With any purchase of $99 or more, you're going to get a free Mother's Day bouquet. That's the RIJ way. All locations or online at rijewelers.com. Robert Irwin Jewelers. Free financing.
You're back in the zone. You know, we disagree on things from time to time, but one thing's for sure.
I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan, buddy. What do they say down here? Woo, pig soup.
Now, let's root for those Hogs and stay tuned to the zone.
She slammed that door, she broke my heart. That girl so got out of town fast.
What the hell, bro? What the hell's going on here?
What the hell's the matter with you?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
How are you?
Not much, man.
Short. Not a lot going on this week. People are pretty cool this week. Nobody acted
real chill. Yeah. Nothing crazy happened.
Nah. I got 2 Florida stories.
Oh,
Florida man.
Why is it always Florida?
Oh no. A villager in the Villages, Florida, has been ordered into anger management because he threw a salami at a woman.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah. But I think this is a reach though.
Oh.
Patrick Helling. Is that his name? Patrick Heilig. 57, allowed to enter pretrial intervention contract that would enable him to escape prosecution on charges of battery, so they did let him off a little bit, and resisting arrest if he lives up to the terms of the contract. According to a document, he must complete 12 hours of anger management and have only peaceful contact with the woman he attacked. The woman fled on the night of New Year's Eve to a nearby home in the village of Liberty Park after after the guy threw a piece of salami at her
Not even
and
a
hit
whole
her in
salami?
the cheek. No.
Oh.
He threw a whole salami at her. That'd be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a slice of salami?
He threw a piece of his salami at her, and it hit her in the face, and she didn't like it. I threw it at you to get your attention, he told her. Well, I'd say mission accomplished.
Yeah.
When deputies arrived at the home, the location of which was redacted from the arrest report, they found him, and he was completely belligerent. I'm guessing there was alcohol involved. He's 6'2" and weighs 240, complained he was too large to fit into the cop car. A larger Chevy Tahoe model squad car was summoned, and he refused to get in there, too. He used his dead weight to attempt to prevent deputies from putting him in. Anyway.
Dude, dead weight's hard to move.
It is. And
so
also,
hard.
don't throw your meat at people.
Can't do that.
Not at their faces, anyway. That's just rude.
Unless they ask. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's like, maybe they're playing a game.
They
you know
may.
how sometimes like you throw an
here's my
M&M or
salami.
peanut, like, hey, catch it in your...
No.
Forget, no, let's move on. North Naples, Florida. Man is accused of... And we were talking about pickleball earlier. This is serious pickleball. You think I'm serious about it? This guy's serious.
Doesn't play around?
No. Man is accused of threatening a group of pickleball players with a machete.
Oh, my gosh.
Call received, a man threatening people at the court shortly before midnight. According to the report, the victims and witnesses say Joseph Duval, 54. What's up with these mid-50 dudes going nuts in Florida?
Losing their mind in Florida.
Aggressively approached the courts, yelling at them to leave while kicking and pushing chairs. Then returned to his vehicle and grabbed a machete before threatening the victims, saying he would beat their blank. He told deputies he felt threatened by the victims after they told him to make them leave, so he grabbed the machete. Being the macho man that he is, he says, in an attempt to make them leave. He said he's a macho man. Being the macho man that I am.
He called himself a macho man?
Yes, this is a quote.
Then you're not a macho man.
True. Deputies arrested him and charged him with 4 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intention to kill.
Where are these pickleball courts? Because if somebody, you said around midnight?
Is that what I said?
That's what you said.
Okay, well, that's true then.
I mean, if I'm trying to go to bed and somebody's yelling outside my window, I'm wondering where the pickleball courts are. That's weird. Let me see if I can find him on Facebook. What was his name?
Just
you want me to get him to call it?
Machete pickleball. You'll find it.
Machete pickleballer? Yeah. I'll get him to call in tomorrow.
Final segment brought to you by our friends at Cash, where DJ still owes me 1 pork belly appetizer.
You better cash in on it now before you owe me.
Cash in on it. You're looking for break even, sir.
Machete. How do you spell that?
M-A-C-H-E.
Oh, yeah.
T-E. Machete. Anyway, I know how to spell pork belly.
Oh.
P-O-R-K-Y-O-U-O-W-E-M-E. Sir. CashLittleRock.com. C-A-C-H-E, LittleRock.com. 501-850-0265. Book your big event over at Cash. Wedding functions, rehearsals, corporate events. They got a great space upstairs. Great place to have a little cocktail tonight. I'm going to the, they're doing a deal tonight downtown at the Ron Robinson Theater right down from Cash. They're doing a, they're revealing their master plan for downtown. They've never had a master plan for downtown before. They're revealing it tonight after taking a lot of input. Now, there is still a public comment period following the reveal, but they've been working on this for quite a while. I cannot wait to see what they came up with. But Cash would be a great place to either pregame before going at 6 or to go afterwards and say, man, wasn't that cool? Let's discuss all the cool things going on in downtown. I might do that tonight.
They got some big things coming.
I'm excited. Anyway, Cash is always a good spot for anything. Maybe go pre and after.
Oof.
Get a pregame drink and then get a postgame din-din. It's a Cash in downtown Little Rock. Go by and see our friends in the River Market. Did I mention the Valley Parking's free?
Oh, it's free. And they run.
They do.
Oh.
That'd be a great way for me to get in shape. I should get a side job as a valet.
When I say they're running,
yeah,
I was impressed.
Yeah, they're getting after it.
Yeah.
You see some future NFL talent there?
Sub 5 second 40s out there.
Well, my kid's 5 second plus 40. I think he's talking about being a valet this summer.
Well, he better start training.
No doubt.
Send him to the house.
Well, listen, somebody's got to be the slowest valet. And he might be that. But I'll tell you what's fast is how much you're going to be smiling, how quickly you're going to be smiling. You go to Cash.
Yeah, it's good. So
Might
good.
seem.
Scallops. Whew.
Oh, forget it.
Okay, class. So we all know that E equals MC squared. But what about F and G? What are they squared? Huh?
This is Advanced English Lit. What happened to Miss Eileen?
Okay, so I'm not a teacher. I'm an Optimum Tech. When it comes to connectivity, we're experts. If millions of communities rely on us for internet and mobile, you can too. Optimum. Where local is big time. Visit Optimum.com today.
Jayco Little Rock is now open. Visit Arkansas's premier Jayco dealer, specializing in the sales and service of the full Jayco lineup, including brands like J-Flight, J-Feather, Eagle, Red Hawk, and more, along with a large selection of quality pre-owned RVs. Plus, as part of the Camping World Dealer Network, you will have access to our national network of lenders, nationwide service network, and all of the Good Sam products and services. We can't wait to serve you at Jayco Little Rock.
Crawfish season is finally back at Eat My Catfish. We've got fresh, live crawfish, and all you have to do is just add the fixins. Be sure to come see us or order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
So you're listening to this right now, and you might have knee pain, hip pain, back pain, or maybe even a shoulder pain. And every year you say, I'm going to get that looked at this year. Well, you know what? We're about to get into summertime, and it's about to affect you the most because this is when you get outside. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. Don't go another summer with achy joint pain. Call my friends over at QC Kinetics today. They are the nation's leader when it comes to regenerative medicine. They take biologics from within your own body to give you new life and cure those achy joints. They do all this with no surgery, no steroids, no drugs, and no downtime. The future of medicine is here, and tens of thousands of people across the country are using QC Kinetics to cure that achy joint pain. They want their best life, so why don't you get it? Here's the best part. All you got to do is make the call for a free consultation. Not going to cost you a thing. Here's the number. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. Revolutionary treatments for joint pain are here. Call QC Kinetics today.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it. Like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. 501-568-0040 or online at arkansastruck.com and ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap. Southern Bank presents Family Feud on 103.7 The Buzz. Tune in to Morning Mayhem on Tuesday mornings for your chance to play with Justin Moore, David, and Roger. Family Feud on Morning Mayhem brought to you by Southern Bank. Bankwithsouthern.com.
For me, the sun rises and sets with
the zone.
Yeah.
We know how you feel. Don't worry. You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
How about this? Nice, relaxing final segment with Wes Moore. We got nothing happening here, Wes. We're just chilling.
He just popped the Celsius.
I don't have to mention any of our friends. I don't got to do nothing. We
On
chilling.
top of everything today.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but did you hear about the actors who were in town last night? I was telling DJ and Christian earlier.
No.
Dylan McDermott and Josh Lucas both in town.
Wow.
I saw Josh Lucas last night.
I don't know them, no.
Okay.
You don't know these actors?
I don't know of them, but
I
don't
had
know.
to look them up, too.
Well, I figure you knew him, you goof.
They didn't ask me out last night.
No. Well, they didn't ask me out either. I just happened to see him we were at the Fold last night. Catchphrase is the name of the game we've loved to play. Catchphrase is fun. That was Rebecca. She was trying to figure out the name of this board game. You guys ever do board? You guys do game night?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
What's the popular household game in your place?
Oh, gosh. The kids pick it. I don't know the name of it.
You ever play code names?
No, I don't think so.
How about Scrabble? You Scrabble guy?
I can't spell if my life depended on it.
We should definitely play then for a lot
You'd
of money.
win.
That's
So I
good.
have a great story when we were living in an apartment. This is before we had kids, and Alice and I would play Scrabble all the time. And she got mad one time and threw the board into the fireplace.
She did not.
Yeah, she threw.
Allison did?
Yes.
She seems like a bad
Oh,
loser.
my
I love
God.
her. That's my kind of
Into
gal.
the fireplace?
Into the fireplace. The fire was going.
Good for her.
They are wood tiles. In
Yeah.
her defense, if you're running out of wood, it's not a bad way to go.
Yeah.
She was losing, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's a great story. No, she's a very competitive person.
Wait,
I
do
love
you,
that.
Do you stir the pot?
Oh, yeah, I'm very
Oh, yeah.
competitive,
Okay.
too, so it would create some great matches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This guy says Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. The only one in it I remember was Vanity. I never saw it. Did you ever see that?
I
never
need to
saw it.
see this.
You ever seen The Last Dragon?
No.
It's good.
Great movie, DJ. Who's the man? I don't know who the man is. Is that part of it?
I'm the man.
Easy Lover.
We finished the Tom Brady Netflix special last night, The Roast.
You watched the whole thing? All
Yeah,
3 hours?
Yeah. First 2 hours are good. I wish I would have. I mean, I don't want to say I wasted the last hour.
Went too
but-
long?
Yeah, I did. I didn't think Peyton Manning was okay, but I didn't think Affleck was very good, and I didn't think Brady was that good at all.
Yeah. What's a time limit on that? Well, you remember, Christian, we asked, like, what's a time run of a movie that's too much and just
Yeah,
right?
I think we came down to hour 45 pretty much.
Hour 45. Would have
That was
been
our
better
question
at
today
hour
on Friday.
45.
2 hours would have been perfect.
I think 2 hours is perfect for most movies.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on out of bounds there?
We are going to. Well, I just got through trading text messages with Lance Gassaway, and Kenny McPeak spoke with the media this morning. Kind of update on Mystic Dan.
Is he eating his food?
He got out on the track this morning and ran for the first time, and so we're going to play that interview with Kenny McPeak a little bit later.
Okay.
Also, we're going to talk about the state baseball tournament. Starts tomorrow. Kyle Sutherland's going to join us to give us kind of a preview of the teams to watch in baseball. CAC's doing really well.
If we just doing our thing.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
football,
you think about basketball, football,
baseball.
They've had a good baseball program for a long time.
They got some kind of things going on with their football team right now. The new coach. You've heard about all that?
Yeah, new coach in. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
We'll see
I'll stop there.
Yeah.
The GAC tournament begins tomorrow at Dickey-Stevens Park. There are 4 teams left. It's a 4-team tournament, all 4 from Arkansas. I think it's Harding, SAU, Arkansas Tech, Monticello. Anyway, the commissioner, Will Pruitt's going to come on to talk about the event at Dickey-Stevens Park.
I didn't know they hosted that.
Thursday. This is the first year. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And also Pat Bradley talking about the new recruits or the new signee, and then possibly DJ Wagner coming this weekend.
You feel good about it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many crystal balls out there that it's got him forecasted. That
What happened when he says he wants $1 million? Worth
sure
it?
that's already worked out, don't you think? The money part's
He wouldn't be coming here if the money wasn't right?
Yeah.
Me and my wife, says Bobby Joe, play Ride-'em Cowgirl, and she wins all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a different kind of game, Bobby Joe.
Good for you, Bobby.
But I was also told that your game is apparently good. Codename's Bad of the Bones is this guy.
It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. I'm with Justin. I quit after Cub Scouts, which is the first year. But I played lots of baseball. Were you a Boy Scout, Wes?
I did for a while when I was little. I didn't go too far with it.
That makes sense.
I don't know if I want you and Nat, now that I think about it, playing code names. I don't want y'all to get mad at each other.
Boys against girls, bud.
I don't want you to be mad at me.
I wouldn't be mad at you.
All right.
What am I going to do about it? Who cares? What am I
I
going to do, fight you?
No, I want the couples to go against each other because that's when you get real.
Yeah.
I played spade. I've been mad at a spade partner before.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be ready to fight. Yeah. What are you doing, idiot? You know how to play spades?
Yeah, I like spades.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Can you play spades?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I play well.
Wes?
Yeah, very well.
Oh, very well.
Ooh.
Ooh. Sounds like we got a little show challenge.
Oh, what a great show today,
Well,
my
you
God.
know what? We take the downhill slide to the weekend.
I think it was Josh's favorite show today. That's what really makes me happy. Tomorrow we'll be at Ava Bella getting ready for Mother's Day.
Joe Klein, the Groot, will be with us.
Melinda Mayo.
And Will McIntyre, all at Ava Bella.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Richard Yeager in Little Rock or Todd Martin or Seth Boyd in Jacksonville.
Arkansas broadcast legend Craig O'Neill joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Petty Jean Meats, locally owned and operated for 4 generations. With Petty Jean Meats, people always know where their meat is coming from, made right here in Arkansas.
Okay, now the real sports talk show is about to begin. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds on KABZ Little Rock.
Welcome to the Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield